himself is the shot calling Lucio, but I mean, we already see some familiar names. We see KCC3 man. He's a DPS, or I don't know if he'll be playing tank, but Mr. Nick also playing a great Pharah, also playing Reinhardt really well. We got Black Knight, who's known for his Genji. He also flexes on healers. Swisher Fisher. I'm not really too sure about him though, but I mean, obviously we got the team of Discrepancy up here. We got Loki Ryan, the carry hog, Royal Flame, Reinhardt carry as well. I mean, their whole team is, we've seen them play a lot, and getting to know them. Something you need to do is, focus Loki Ryan, man. He really is the backbone of this team, and let's see if Optimum, this brand new team, playing their first game, as you said, let's see what they can do against Counter Hog. I mean, we see Winston coming from Mr. Nick and Pharah from KCC. I'm just gonna call him KCC. But yeah, I mean, we got Black Knight on Genji, Swisher Fisher on Tracer, so they are running the dive comp here on attack.
And right now with them running Diva, this might hurt them a lot. Running the dive comp into Diva for the side of Discrepancy. If the Hog doesn't get picked, which we know Loki is going to, but if he can't come up like he normally does, then they might be in a lot of trouble. But as I say that, medium first hook.
Yeah, great hook there on Black Knight, and Loki, he loves to just hold that right room down the hotel by himself, and he's very strong on Hog, and someone you gotta focus. You see him like kind of poking out a bit, trying to get another pick and stall more time, but we do see Nick kind of pushing out there, but he does retreat, wait for Black Knight to regroup, and they gotta restart this push already. Delayed a bit of time here, but let's see what they can do. They're gonna try to jump in here. You see a Hog switch though by Swisher Fisher switching off the Tracer. Here comes the Winston diving in here. We see Lucio kind of as a flanker in the back as well. With the Genji back, Black Knight backing off a bit. We see Royal Flame kind of overextended. Winston in the back does end up taking MJS, but Loki Ryan does get 2 kicks. We do see Fair Mercy does get hooked though. Loki Ryan though. Wow. Black Knight does end up taking out their Shark. Red coming out from the side of Optimum. Magna does end up taking out Fisher on the Hog. KCC3 man. KCC3 man. Taking out Red Solar on the Mercy. Black Knight does go down. KCC goes down as well by Loki Ryan, sorry, and all things. Wow, Loki Ryan getting 3 right there. Living to die that whole fight, and he's on fire already. I mean, you gotta focus him. That's what I've been saying this whole time, and he's been going off on the Hog so far.
Loki Ryan, a very big target, but I'm very questionable about the side of Opium. We know Nick's an amazing Pharah player. We know Knight's an amazing Pharah, but Knight can actually flex onto the Ryan, so maybe, and they're missing their main tanks. So right now, I'm questioning who they're putting on what heroes, because I know Casey can play an amazing Genji if they're looking for a Genji player.
Yeah, I mean, Loki Ryan, again, going in the back, killing the Reinhardt and the Mercy. We do see Black Knight kind of ult and really wasted that, in my opinion. Didn't really get anything out of it at all. But yeah, they already stalled, but, a lot of time. Point is halfway. You didn't set it on comp rules.
Oh. Oh. Shoot. That is embarrassing. That's actually embarrassing.
Oh, we gotta restart. Yeah, we gotta restart.
Oh my god.
Oh, Mega's already throwing this early.
I trained.
Oh my god, dude, they're gonna get so pissed. Discrepancy. Doing great. Mega already throwing before Brett can even announce to everyone that we're live.
The bot just announced we're live too.
Yeah. Good. Oh my god. I mean, I guess we're gonna have to restart. I'm not sure what happened.
Well, actually, Discrepancy, even though we made this mistake, they want to kind of roll with it. But however, it's with HP. So right now, if HP wants to restall for my fuck up, I would love him to do it, but it's up to him. Oh
I mean, they are
yeah,
kind of
there's no
getting.
percentage points, so we can't.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're
yeah.
gonna have to.
There's no percentage. That's why I was saying like there's no percentage point.
This is
Nice
sad and
job.
embarrassing. This is a nice way to start the stream. We have people
Yeah,
coming in too. We have people coming in.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go back on King's Row. I'm gonna have to apologize to Discrepancy if they get rolled.
Oh my God, biggest thrower of 2017. Hojin agreeing with me as you're the biggest thrower on the staff. But here we go for the second time. Uh, bit of a fluke there by Mega, but we're back. Probably gonna just see. Hopefully, not the same thing. Hopefully Nick does end up playing Reaper, trying to counter Loki Ryan, but you know you really need the one and only to play Reaper. But I mean, let's see.
Jan,
I
your
wonder
Reaper
if he will
days
be
are
able to come.
over. Just give it up.
Boy, if anyone is playing Reaper nowadays, it should be me. I don't know, man. I counter anyone on Hog. I don't care if you're the best. I don't care if you're the worst. I will counter you. But I mean, we do see Nick on Reaper. I mean, look, he does have the gold guns and the Shiver skin, so respectable. But I mean, hopefully it works out for them. Now they know Loki Ryan is carrying. Got a bit of a preview there because of someone throwing, and not putting it on comp rules. But we're about to start up here. Last 30 seconds for this, you know, prep time. But yeah, was that like your biggest fail of your career?
The only fail I ever did was bring you on board.
Oh, why you gonna do me like that?
Because I don't
Oh,
lie.
okay, now,
I'm not a liar.
damn, feels bad. I might just like quit, end my life. But we are not gonna see Nick on Reaper. Oh shoot.
And this now definitely seems more like the comp that I was expecting out of the side of Optimum. So maybe they heard me and they decided, damn, Mega's right.
Yeah, but we're gonna see Nick on Pharah, and I'm immediately going down by MGS on the Soldier. We do see them kind of, you know, separated. The HP installer really low on this. He's gonna back up a bit. Loki Ryan though picking off Black Knight, who is also on the Ryan. Basically what you said, you gave him a help out there. I mean, I don't know though. They did lose the first fight, so we got to regroup. But you know, Loki Ryan still holding that right hotel room right here, just by himself. You know, the whole team they did push him last time, and he got to be careful of that. They do have the Zarya, Fisher on the Zarya. I mean, he's already going in there by himself, though. He might be able to get easily picked there by Loki Ryan, and it looks like that will happen. He does get hooked. Swisher does go down. I mean, we do see the Genji on him, but Royal Flame there getting in on the back and killing the Zenyatta off. KCC does get Bear Sharks in the back line, but I feel like Loki Ryan could, you know, handle this. But no, he doesn't. He goes down by Mr. Nick, though. Royal Flame killing Black Knight there, but KCC3, man, killing Royal Flame. I mean, Nicks are just going left, right, and center. I feel like Discrepancy does hold the strong right here, and Loki Ryan does get his revenge there on Mr. Nick and taking him out right there.
I'm very concerned about the side of Optimum for not running the Lucio, especially with Lucio getting buffed and doing so much work, and Loki getting another pick. I don't know, I feel like a Lucio just holds the team together, but they are about to have 6 ults up, so they are taking this. Retrue needs to get his res up, and he needs to stay alive. A lot of pressure on him for this next fight.
Yeah, he's got to stay alive, and I mean, I feel like Loki Ryan will do that, but a big hammer down coming from Royal Flame there, getting 3 picks immediately with the support of his team. Zen does end up popping his ult and does not get anything out of it, as his whole team is already dead, and they blew ult right there and didn't get anything out of it. KCC 3-man also ulting, so they blew 2 ults in that fight, and you know, only 2 ults from the side of Discrepancy, but Royal Flame though is already back at 25%, so I mean, he is a really strong Reinhardt, and they're already coming back for this fight right now. They are trying to look at Loki Ryan, but here comes, was it Black Knight on the Reinhardt's, like, charging in there, taking out their Shark, but Royal Flame in the back, charging, getting Swisher, he charged it. Okay, I am confused. He just pinned the Pharah, and we see like maybe an MJS 2.0 right there, but MJS handling his 1v on Mr. Nick there, killing him. Diva Bomb though on the point, will not kill anybody, will take them off the point. Royal Flame getting hammered down by Black Knight though. Magna does end up taking out Black Knight as well. KCC39 killing MJS, so this, I mean, this fight is going back and forth. Both Mercies are down as well, so, I mean, there will be no res, even though none of them were even close to it, but Loki Ryan, though, such an important player, is still alive right now in the right hotel room. You know, he will just keep getting picks if you don't kill him, and we do see the Reinhardt. He does get a pick on, the Lucio right there. I'm not sure how to say his name, I'm just trying to focus right now, but Black Knight ended up taking out Loki Ryan, and now that he's down, this is pretty much done for, Discrepancy.
But honestly, they threw everything in that fight just to take the point. So this 3 phase is going to be very difficult for them to hold.
Yeah, I mean, we do see Mr. Nick kind of pushing up a bit with his whole team. There's only 2 on point right now. They aren't going out their fastest. MJS though kind of overextended with it, but he will be defended by his Diva. That will come back, and KCC 3-man has to back up right there. But they will hammer down right there on the point. Royal Flame hammering down right there, kind of getting lower though, but backing up. He does take out Lucio. I can't say his name, but I'll have to think about it in a second. Mr. Nick though taking out MJS and Bear Shark, so doing work on the Pharah. There is no counter him up right now. Maybe Magna can get up there. Royal Flame going down as well. Hook, but he's defended. I don't know if Loki Ryan messed that up or something, but Fisher getting 2 there. Loki Ryan go down. We see a Genji Blade coming from KCC, but I mean, he only got 1 pick off that, and I don't know if that was the best use of that ult. The whole team was pretty much already dead, but you know, Mercy and Ritzel were just, you know, backing up, waiting for his team to come back, and they will regroup and have time to, you know, contest the point and stop them here.
Well, somebody talk about Swisher. I don't really understand the pick from Magma with the Diva, because Swisher, while you said, like, you don't really know, he's been in the game. While not an active player, he's been with Notorious for a while now, watching them, coaching them a bit, helping them out, being their sub when he needed to. He's been in the game for a while, and he's been fully charged, and he's been feeding off Magma. I don't know if I can justify the Diva pick with Magma being so good on hitscan players.
Yeah, a great res right there by Ritsoru, bringing his team back in the fight after Mr. Nick. A great ult, fair ult right there, but hammered down coming from Royal Flame. He does get a lot down there, I think it's 2 right there, but only getting Black Knight after that, and we do see Dragon Blade coming out again. Magna ends up taking him out though. Graviton coming from Fisher, maybe kind of wasted there. He's down 3 people, and you know, that was pretty much a wasted Graviton. I mean, the Mercy is nowhere near res. He just used it. Mr. Nick will go down as well as a late pick, and they will have to regroup right here. So both teams have, you know, kind of similar props actually, except for the Diva pick. Never mind now, KCC 3-man switching over to Tracer. We do see Ritsoru and Loki Ryan though, both having an ult advantage over Optimum here. They are pushing from the left side though, charging in, Royal Flame hammering down, make sure he gets the pin on HP Installer. He will get 2, he gets both heals. Mr. Nick though killing himself with the Rocket Barrage. It is just the Ryan on point, he will go down. Royal Flame taking out Fisher in the background, and I mean, this will go to Discrepancy. They will hold here, not even allowing them to get the 2nd point. So, I mean, maybe the Diva pick was sort of justified because they didn't lose the 2nd point.
Well, it might not have been necessarily the Diva pick. It could have just been with how good Loki Ryan is on that Zarya / Hog whenever he does play those characters. But more than that, Ritsoru coming in with big reses near the end. In a fight where they should have by all means lost it, I saw Ritsoru get a 4-man res, I believe it was. Saving them the point and bring it back. I wouldn't be surprised if that was play of the game because of how clutch that res was, which led into the snowball and hold at the street phase. But even though with that, you can't be that, that relaxed, being Discrepancy, because street phase on this map has been known to be almost like a choke point. a very strong choke point. While a few teams have learned how to get by it every time, a few teams still trying to learn it, and especially the newer teams like these teams might have a harder time. So this is still very doable for the side of Optimum.
Yes, we do see, I'm gonna try to pronounce his name, Zidoak? I don't know, but he will be going on the Mercy, Ritsoru as well as counterpart, Magma on Widowmaker, trying to go for the initial pick right there. I'd like to see that actually work out for Discrepancy, and then, you know, capturing the point this time without you throwing and putting it on, you know, quick play settings. But we'll actually have the percentage now, but it won't matter because, you know, they just gotta take the point. And I feel like Discrepancy has the advantage here. I mean, you did say that this Optimum team is, you know, very strong, and they have some very strong tank players and DPS players, but I mean, as their first game, they are starting to learn each other, and I mean, they did okay against on attack. So we see Royal Flame charging in there on you know, Black Knight on the Ryan, and Mr. Nick is gonna go down. No, he's gonna stay alive actually, and counter pin there by Black Knight taking out Royal Flame, but he will go down to MJS. So both Reinhardts are down, and you know, both teams are without a shield right now. We do see KCC on the Hog. So we'll see how crucial this is, because Loki Ryan was on Hog before, kind of holding the same place where KCC is holding right now. You know, that right hotel room. You know, sort of picking out. He does end up hooking Loki Ryan, but Loki Ryan just going in there, dying by Mr. Nick though. They need to take down Nick. He is a very strong Pharah, and he is being pocketed. Even though not at the moment. I mean, Royal Flame will get pinned by Black Knight and will go down here. Discrepancy not really, you know, grouping up and, you know, pushing together as they usually do. Maybe Loki Ryan having to switch to Hawk again. But he is 64 to Graviton right now, so I don't know. What do you think they should do in the future? I mean, to keep this offense going and, you know, cap the point.
Well, they're very used to Loki Ryan playing on that Hog, getting those picks, almost single-handedly winning the fight. Not saying the players on the side of Discrepancy are bad, but I feel like Loki needs to go back on that Hog just because his team's used to it.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, MJS does get the kill on Black Knight, but Royal Flame, his aggressive play style does not help him out there. MJS though, 4 kills, but a red from Optimum here, and Loki Ryan ends up taking out Mr. Nick on the fair. KCC using his ult there on Bear Shark, nothing out of it though, as Magna will kill him, and MJS getting another 2 right there. I mean, MJS, you know, kind of showed like, no, we're taking this point, and in convincing fashion right there. They only used Soldier out right there to cap it and Graviton.
But right now, going to the street phase, ult advantage for the side of Optimum, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they hold this. But as I say that, Black Knight immediately dropping the hammer, but only getting 1. Maybe a bit premature.
Yeah, I mean, we do see Loki Ryan get a pick on KCC right there. Mr. Nick will take out Bear Shark. HP also on the DPS Lucio, taking out Loki. Swisher does take out MJS, but a res coming out from Ritsoru there. Black Knight also taking out Royal Flame, who was res right there, but he does kill him again. And I mean, the side of you know, Discrepancy will have to back up now. They lost even using the res right there. I mean, Ritsoru was already at 40% for another res, and I mean, he just res like you know, 30 seconds ago.
Even so, with that, you've got to look at the side of Optimum, where not that many ults. It might be hard to take it with Loki Ryan ready there, and a big team wipe. Now this is gonna get very dangerous for street phase for them.
Yeah, I mean, they got to get on the point right here. They only have 1 on the point, but I don't think they will be able to make it back. Maybe switching over to Tracer will help, but no, I think the Reinhardt may make it back. It's going to be cutting it close. Only 1 on point. They are pushing it up though, and they will not allow the side of Optimum to even get close to the point, and game 1 will go to Discrepancy.
Well, game on offense looked really close, but on defense definitely one-sided for the side of Discrepancy. So while, hey, Optimum is a brand new team, maybe a little bit more defensive team, but definitely not a bad showing from them, being their first game. Well, their first map.
Yeah, definitely not at all. I mean, against this team that's been a team for a little bit now, I mean, they are very strong. They played some strong teams, you know, Calamity, some other teams I can't think of off the top of my head, but, you know, Mr. Nick, as I said before, very strong on Farah, and ends up dying in that play of the game right there, but, you know, he did work for his team, and, I mean, yeah, not at all a bad showing for their first game. I mean, I remember, playing like, you know, our first game, and you know, the first games with a new team, you know, they're always, you know, you're just trying to figure out what kinds work for you, and I feel like they did okay on defense, maybe or sorry, on offense, you know, maybe a bit more momentum would have helped them out right there, but on defense it was more of a steamroller for Discrepancy.
Definitely. But going into, we're waiting for right now for the side of the Optimum to just send me a message of what map they want. Map pool choices being right now either Numbani or Oasis. Looking at that, Optimum, I feel right now we have to restart the game for the people who just joined in. We have to restart the game because I made a huge mistake. I forgot to put it on comp settings. On
Yeah.
first one, they nearly full Discrepancy nearly full held them on defense. We did it again, and they took it to the street phase. This team is improving and getting more used to Discrepancy's playstyle to the point where I would say Numbani is a bad choice for them. But they have
Yeah.
actually decided to go to Oasis, so very interesting. Not possibly a bad idea. Nick with the Pharah, Casey with the Genji, a very strong dive comp possibility coming out of this team.
Yeah, but then again, I'm not sure who would be their Winston player if not Mr. Nick. I'm not sure if Black Knight knows how to, you know, switch over to play strong Winston, but maybe, you know, Fisher, you know, kind of helping out. You say he's veterancy, you know, coming in, you know, helping out Notorious, you said, with the, you know, captaining and helping out a lot. Maybe he can go over to the Winston and help him out with the dive, but Oasis is the map that is picked, and, I mean, I don't know if that was the best move, for Optimum. Maybe it is, after they just lost the payload map, but I feel like, you know, King of the Hill is new game mode, new game type, you know, start fresh. I mean, it is different, so, it will, you know, different player styles will come out here, and, you know, we'll see, KCC, you know, as you said, his Genji is very strong, right? So, you know, maybe we'll see that come out for the side of Optimum.
Definitely. But like you said, that Winston player, possibly their weakness, they don't have their main Ryan, so obviously lacking that going up against Discrepancy, who we believe to be either the strongest or one of the strongest teams right now in the AWL, the other ones being Calamity. So sadly going into this match with a mini handicap, but still putting on a show. But Black Knight not even spawned in, gonna be coming in a little bit late, leaving his team in front of him.
Yeah, I mean, but Mr. Nick, you know, gets the pick right there, and you know, kind of gave time. Ritsuru may go down as well. Yes, he does. I mean, the dive is it's sort of working out with the Ryan. I guess, you know, the Tracer and the Pharah working together with, you know, with their communication. He's saying, you know, I got this. The Mercy's really low. You know, go after her. And you know, it did work out. Even though KCC does get picked by Loki Ryan right there, they do have a pick going into this next fight. And you know, while the team waits for while Discrepancy waits for the whole team to regroup, you know, they do have that initial pick on KCC. So I mean, he'll be coming back though. And you know, we already see Ritsuru may go down here. He is really, really low again. And KCC, you know, hopping on him. We do see the whole team with Discrepancy jump on the point. KCC does come back and take out Ritsuru, but will go down to Loki Ryan. But this fight is still going into the side, or for the side of Optimum here. We do see picks from Mr. Nick and Black Knight on the Reinhardt and Pharah. Fisher also getting a pick on Bear Shark. And, you know, this fight, MJF does all Black Knight here, but Mr. Nick, though, on the Pharah, doing work on Loki Ryan as well, and this fight will go to Optimum.
Yep. And Optimum surprisingly strong with I thought the threat of Loki Ryan on that hog would obviously put a lot more pressure on them, but Loki, obviously only one man can do so much, and maybe they're trying to take advantage of that in the game mode like King of the Hill.
Yeah, and we do see post bomb coming out from KCC on the Royal Flame. Will not go down though. Mr. Nick, another pick on Ritz Soru. He died 3 or 4 times already. I mean, maybe, you know, Mercy may not be the best choice right now. But we do see Hammer down coming from Black Knight and just the team wipe from Discrepancy getting rolled right now on King of the Hill, 71%. Not even... Sorry.
Alright. But a big difference in the comps being that the Pharah isn't there. And not talking about Pharmacy obviously being strong, but because there's no Pharah, your Mercy's on the ground in front of all this damage, what gives the advantage to KC to almost blink in and do a lot of damage to the Reach-Through on the Mercy. So, big advantage.
Yeah, indeed, but we see Mr. Nick ulting, getting 3 right there. Ritsoru coming in with the res. Will res his team back, and Magna on the McCree now, getting Mr. Nick out of the sky. Fisher will go down to MJS as well. This is already in the fight, in the hands, but no, res actually coming out. Magma, great ult right there, getting 2. Magna getting 3. Bear Shark will finish off Black Knight, and Mr. Nick is still alive. Will take out Magna, but Bear Shark, DPS Lucio will take out Mr. Nick on the Pharah, and this fight will finally, at this point, will finally go to Discrepancy, but 99%, and they have, you know, no ults really. Neither side really has ults, it's just pulse bomb really for both sides.
Definitely, but you gotta look at the side of Optimum. They're closer to Shatter. If given enough time, they can definitely take this. Oh, and as I say that, Black Knight immediately going down to the pulse bomb. And Loki with a big hook taking down Swisher, but not enough to finish him.
Yeah, we do see KCC ulting Bear Shark, and Mr. Nick will take a Loki run, but Royal Flame, a double fire strike on both healers for Optimum. They are at a disadvantage now that Fisher does take out Royal Flame, but still, both healers are down. Fisher is still alive on the point. You gotta kill him. He is charged, and he will go down though with the DPS Lucio. And with only 3 on the point, both healers and a Tracer, Discrepancy will hold as Loki Ryan returns, and you know the rest of the team comes back as well.
They've got roughly 2 fights left in this, and you've got to start wondering, what's the plan? Run in for a junk rush for this push, or actually try and stall it out, which may hurt your second attack?
Yeah, we do see the res coming close though, and the picks are still coming. Pharah ult will go down to Loki Ryan though. Res, huge res there by from Optimum right there. I continue to not know how to say his name, but you know, res also coming out from Ritsoru there, and the picks are still going in for Discrepancy. Graviton coming from Swisher.
KC with the 3-man going huge and possibly winning his team this fight if they can just deal with the soldier. But HP and Solar coming in huge, may have just saved his team and shut the doors on the side of Discrepancy and given them the round.
Yeah, I mean, Magna will just have to contest the point, and no one will be back in time. We do see actually, you know, the Ritsoru on the point, you know, kind of contesting with Tracer right now. MJS, you know, trying stalling out, but we do see drop the beat from Bear Shark. That's 2 picks already for Optimum. You got to take out Pharah Mercy, and it's very, very harsh. We do see a res from Optimum as well, and yeah, they will cap the point right here. So very strong showing. I mean, they did get like 70% or like 90. No, it was like 99% when Discrepancy capped the point. So they almost hold them.
Yeah, definitely. Almost, honestly, I would say Optimum would have taken that if they possibly won a fight right before, because you saw it. They took it from 99 to roughly like 70% in their favor, 99 to 0 and 99 back, 99 to 99. Had they win a fight in between, before they got their first, just any of the fights, I could have definitely seen Optimum losing that fight. So I would say just focus on their target calling and finish the fights out a little bit quicker in your favors.
Yeah, indeed. We do see Magna staying in the McCree, off the soldier back to McCree. We do see Loki Ryan switching over to Zarya right now, with Bear Shark about to go down by the Pharah. The KCC has finished him off. Immediate pick there for Optimum. As you said, they're doing better and better over time. Mr. Nick taking out Ritsoru, Black Knight also taking out MJS though, and the picks are starting to come for Discrepancy. Needed to wake up a bit there, but Mr. Nick still going in on the fair right now. Royal Flame will go down, and this fight is in the favor of Optimum, but it's not fully taken yet because, you know, some stragglers from Discrepancy are still alive. MJS, they're taking out Fisher, but Magna will be taken out by Mr. Nick, so picks are just going left, right. You gotta take care of Mr. Nick though. Very, very strong player on Pharah. You know, 3 on the point for Optimum, but you know, they are back. Discrepancy is regrouped here and they have a fight on this point. You know, Black Knight is taking a lot of damage. Mr. Nick will go down. You know, Loki Ryan taking out Mr. Nick. Royal Flame there taking out HP. Bear Shark, the DPS Lucio taking out Black Knight, and this fight will finally go to Discrepancy. Kind of a long drawn out fight there. But I mean, with 3 on the point, they didn't cap the point with Optimum, and I'm not sure why. They couldn't throw the stragglers out there, but you know, regrouping now.
But they've got Earth Shatter on this fight, really big to watch, and Black Knight almost has to win it for them. But as I say that, immediately KC gets picked off, bringing out double hit scans. I don't know if double hit scans will work on specifically Nick, and I'm questioning this comp. But as I say that, Nick immediately getting the mercy of backing it up a little bit. Big Shatter coming out, getting 3, but Nick trying to save his team. But sadly, no, but big res coming out.
Yeah, Doc, it's a huge res right there. Mr. Nick end up taking out MJS, sort of his counter there. Magma will finish the job, taking out Mr. Nick, but this point will go to Optimum as HP, you know, DPS Lucio, you know, going in and killing him, Magna there, and will make Discrepancy regroup there, and they will give them some extra time there by getting that, you know, sell that pick.
Yep, and look at the side of Optimum. They have the ults to take this Graviton and High Noon. Normally High Noon's a really good zoning ult, but should they be able to take care of Royal, then you're looking in for a lot of damage.
Yeah, and you see, you know, they are doing what you wanted them to do. High Noon coming out from Magma will not be able to take on Mr. Nick, as Fisher does take out NJS sort of down low, who kind of fell off there by Mr. Nick, and KCC does take out Ritsoru there, so this fight is already in the favor of Optimum. They are doing great right now, and Mr. Nick again taking out Magma. The double hit scan not working for Discrepancy as Black Knight takes out Royal Flame, and Mr. Nick another pick there on Loki Ryan, and you know, they will have to regroup again. I mean, the same thing's happening. They're just kind of, you know, late picks, and it's not helping at all that they are getting these late kills on Discrepancy members. They gotta just, you know, die, regroup, and you know, retool the team. But we do see them pushing in the spawn, Graviton and Hammer down. Loki Ryan taking out Black Knight before that, but they will res right there, and now they have the numbers to get in there and fight. That's exactly what they're doing, dropping the beat, getting in there. Bear Shark will take out KTC. They already have 2 picks, 3 picks. Royal Flame, MJS taking 4 picks right there, and it's just Mr. Nick. Res coming out from Doc right there. Mr. Nick will Bear Shark will get taken out though by MJS, and Royal Flame taking out HP Installer. Doc goes down as well. So does Fisher. Royal Flame going crazy on the Reinhardt. And this point will go to the side of Discrepancy, as Black Knight kind of just didn't die right there and kind of just delayed the team a bit more. But what do you say about that that overextending into spawn, you know, kind of cost them there?
Honestly, it cost them, but honestly, in the long run, I would say it's actually better. Because you're fighting them into the spawn, you're obviously respawning because you've lost time. It helps you regroup quicker so you can take the point back quicker. So long term, I would say it's a better idea.
Yeah, we do see Mr. Nick taking out Magma, but Royal Flame will charge Black Knight off the map, and Mr. Nick will end up picking out Bear Shark. He needs to die. He is going crazy on Pharah. He does another pick there on NJS. Ritsoru though with the res though. Loki Ryan will take him out. Huge pick there by Loki Ryan. Clearly, we can tell the main player for Optimum is Mr. Nick. Black Knight, there we go, rezzing Loki Ryan there. He had a lot of charge, double hammer down there for, Royal Flame. And Magna will take advantage of that, getting 2 right there. Royal Flame taking out Doc. This fight will go to Discrepancy right here. I don't know if they have time to get back on the point. They are trying to push in the spawn right here. They do have beat drop, and I don't know if they'll be able to go. I think HP is trying to, flank around, and I think MJS sees that. He will drop the beat on himself. He will touch the point. Indeed, they will get the time to stall on the point. The Royal Flame immediate pick there on KCC. HP will go down as well. Black Knight going down. Mr. Nick going down. Mitsoru, though, is the only one to fall for the side of Discrepancy, and also the Graviton. Doc dying with the res right there, and Discrepancy pulls back and ties this game up.
Definitely very close. Doc entered in with res being at 93%. MGS almost clutching the round for them with that huge pick. Obviously they don't know the ult percentage like we do, but very big kill coming out of him. But switching out the comps, personally, I'm against the switching comps when you win a round. If it's not broke, why fix it? But obviously, different maps catering to different players. I wouldn't say this is the map where you go Pharah. Maybe it is because you're a lot closer and you can aim at Nick a little bit better and try to shoot him out. But Nick mains Pharah, and I'm not sure if that's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, MJS, the pin from XL8 will always be in his head, but hopefully, coming back around, maybe trying to, counter Mr. Nick a bit, as he is putting in the most work, definitely. Black Knight will go down here. Royal Flame, handling that 1v right there. Black Knight maybe a bit overextended right there. Magna will take out Doc, as well as Fisher going down by Royal Flame. He is going nuts on Reinhardt, as he is very strong. They will get the point immediately right now. Mr. Nick's going down late there, and, sort of pushing into spawn just a tiny bit, but, regrouping. As a team, strong play there by Discrepancy not to, overextend into spawn and, lose the point immediately. But, the percentage points are going up, and, MJS on the Pharah hasn't been doing anything crazy yet, but there we go. Hammer down there. Hammer down? Yes, Royal Flame right there, and we'll take out Doc and Fisher. I kind of got confused there by which side, but Royal Flame, though, going in on Black Knight, killing him. Loki Ryan as well, getting HP, kind of pushing the spawn, killing KCC. Almost killing Mr. Nick there, but he will survive. This round, is going heavily in the favor of Discrepancy. It's only at 38% though, because they are sort of, in their side of the map, if you can say. But Black Knight, they're charging in there, kind of suiciding as he charged into the whole team without even getting anyone. And now the picks again are coming in at full team wipe for Discrepancy, except not full, but pretty much full. What do you think is not working here for Optimum?
Well, because they're so overextended, there are a lot of mistakes. You need to be very coordinated to do this. And I would say the hog switch right now is the exact pick. I would say they're gonna overextend over the shield. You need to make them pay for it. And as I say that, Swisher immediately gets a hook and gets a shot onto the Lucio, but doesn't kill him, but does get onto the Ryan instead.
Yeah, Bear Shark will take out KCC, but Fisher another pick there on Magna, and this fight is in favor of Optimum. But I don't know if they have the DPS right now, because there we go. I was about to say Loki Ryan about to ult right there. Mr. Nick a counter hammer down though from Black Knight there, getting Loki Ryan with the charge. Mr. Nick handling his 1v. Res there by Ritsoru. His whole team is back up in this fight. 99%. For Discrepancy, HP Salva does get a low, Royal Flame right there. Bear Shark, DPS Lucio handling his 1v on HP. Magna does solo up Mr. Nick right there, but the picks are still coming in for the Optimum here. Mr. Nick, not Mr. Nick, Loki Ryan getting hooked there by Swisher. Ulting, what's his name, Royal Flame in the corner right there as HP takes out Magma. I mean, both teams had a chance to take it, and they had their chances, and Discrepancy kind of faltered there. I don't really get how, but Optimum does take the point.
Loki Ryan trying to escape with his life at the bottom of the tunnel, and is gonna get out with a lot of support, but nearly MGS loses his life in the process. But look at the ult advantage. They can hold on to this for a bit, and Royal Flame coming out from underneath. A lot of people don't take this route. New wave, but immediately gets shut down by the hook.
Yeah, Bear Shark another handle on his 1v against HP. That's 2-0 there. MJS taking out Mr. Nick. Res will have to come out early now. KCC 3-man taking out Magna, but picks coming from Discrepancy. I mean, ulting the Mercy right there doesn't quite kill, and the Mercy's still alive. Mr. Nick tried to solo ult Risoru there with the res. He knew he had it, and he tried to solo ult him, and it did not work. And Discrepancy now took 2 in a row here. They're doing great right now. I mean, they put up a strong showing that Rash.
Definitely, but I feel right now, if you're the side of Optimum, don't make any switches. You made a few switches and it started to work. They obviously took one fight, because you made the switches right near the end, which put you in a really tough position. But those switches, I feel, were the right switches. They didn't make any bad calls on them. HP definitely didn't tell them anything wrong, assuming he's their shot caller. But a lot of pressure going to be on Swisher to get these hooks if they are going to be continue to overextending. But a bit bread and butter, being this is one of the maps so far that Optimum has won. Actually, is it this one? The one that Nick went off on Farah?
No, I think Discrepancy ended up winning this one, but you know, we do see a lot of switches though coming from Optimum, and they will pay for that. MJS getting 2 right there. Mr. Nick and KCC will go down. Magna taking out Doc right there. HP will go down. I mean, as you said, you don't really need to change anything. That's what I think too. And they completely changed their comp right now. I mean, they had a Tracer. They're running full dive, and now KCC switching to McCree. I don't know about these switches, man. I think that comp was working for them right there. Loki Ryan getting a late pick on a really late pick there on Black Knight. You know, stalling out another 6 seconds to get more, you know, charge for the point.
Definitely. But obviously we're watching it from a third-person point of view, and we're almost watching everyone, so they couldn't see what we saw, obviously. So HP might be making some questionable calls right now, but still, they've got time. It's only 20%, but they can afford a lot of mistakes this round, being their last round should they lose.
Yes, we do see, I mean, Loki Ryan always charged up there. Black Knight taking out Magna there. This fight is already in the favor of Optimum. Let's see if they can finish it off right here. No picks yet at all for each team. It's just for Black Knight taking out Magma. But, I mean, Mr. Nick is kind of low right there. It does take out Bear Shark, but HP and Solar going down to Royal Flame. So both Lucios are down, and Magma is on his way back. Probably will not make it by the time his team dies. Black Knight taking out Loki Ryan there, but Magna is back and killing Doc right there. Doc was maybe close to res there, yeah, 70%. All thing Mr. Nick there, and will hold on, and they're already at 70% before, like, you know, the next team fight.
Obviously, it's going to be very tough for them to take this and hold on, but they have the ults. They have all 3 DPS ults ready to go, but it's going to be a lot up to Nick, and as I say that, Knight immediately gets Earth Shattered. That's not what you want being this far in. If they want to regroup, they've only got 1 fight, but I don't know if he'll make it back in time. They need to push him now.
Yeah, I mean, already picks coming in from the side of Discrepancy. A great alternate fire. Oh, the res! Doc had the res, but Loki Ryan, though, yeah, he's already teabagging. Respect you, yep, indeed. Respect you. Getting a huge pick on Doc as he was going to go for the res and didn't quite get it off. Loki Ryan showing his amazing Roadhog right there to pick off Doc before he can res, but the stall right now, maybe Doc will be back for another res. I mean, you see Loki Ryan just walking right past who's that? Fisher there, because he knows Doc has the res. He's going for him right now. He has to res right now. There we go. We see Doc resing right there. Ritzor also has the res. I don't know if he'll res right here, but you know, the team fight is still in the favor. Never mind. Just to say, oh, Mr. Nick goes down. Black Knight will also go down, and this fight is over. And Discrepancy wins that match along with the series right there. Great ult there by Magna as well.
Magma getting 3 right at the end, but one of them being the Mercy. Ritsuru coming in big for his team. We talk about Ritsuru a lot, and that's because he does so much work for his team, being a Mercy, a 5-man res right there. Absolutely crazy for his team. Because Ritsuru isn't the man to get a res once. This is his regular type of res.
Yeah. I remember the match against Calamity. It was literally just Loki Ryan and Ritsoru alive, while the whole team was, you know, dead, and they died her second time. But those 2 guys stayed alive. Ritsoru got res 3 times before they lost the point on King's Row. I mean, he's an amazing Mercy, and he really showed it that game. The 5-man rest, came back, took the point, and won that match, and this full series right now.
Definitely, but we do actually have another series at right now. We have Calamity versus BOFA, assuming they haven't changed their name yet. Again.
Yeah. Again.
Don't know what's happening with that team, but very interesting names they have.
Hojan, you know, kind of standing in the chat right here. But yeah, I mean, let's see. BOFA and Calamity, two teams that haven't played before, if I'm not mistaken.
Change of plans. Apparently, I got something wrong, or somebody has told me something wrong. But apparently, Optimum is playing. Apparently, Optimum is playing Calamity right now.
Oh, not BOFA then.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. A lot of confusion right now in the captain chat.
Let me take a look at this real quick. I'm not sure what is going on or is going down right here. You said it is BOFA. I'm not sure if Addison is the green one. Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, okay. Apparently BOFA and okay, so Calamity is playing them at 11. Wait, what? We have 2 games right now?
I'm not sure because HP
Optimum and BOFA and Calamity and Discrepancy rematch. I'm not sure if you can do both at once.
Sadly, we're gonna have to give up one game. We're gonna ask Optimum if this game is actually ready. We've obviously seen Calamity and Discrepancy play before, so I would like to.
Yeah, I would like to see what's his name, HP against his old team.
Definitely would be interesting to see you obviously being on that same team. So obviously a lot of history between you guys.
Yeah. It's like one of us is commentating, one of us, then both of us are on, or 2 of us are on opposite teams. All the slots are like filled out right now, but I guess we're getting BOFA and Optimum in here for their game. I guess it's them that was playing at 10. I'm not sure if we're gonna get Calamity and Discrepancy to play, because apparently Calamity is playing BOFA at 11, and I'm not sure because they had a game scheduled for. It's really confusing right now. I'm not sure.
Very confusing indeed, but
yeah, I'm guessing Calamity will have to play Discrepancy off stream.
So as we get that ready, we also do need to get the player drafts ready. So while we do set this up, you being on this both of you knowing both of these teams, you knowing both quite well, and we've just seen Optimum. Who are the players to watch out? Who are the playmakers, and who do you favor going into this?
Honestly, I'm not sure, because now that BOFA has Creeping Death, Mr. Nick will have a new trouble to, take care of. Creeping Death, everyone, knows him as a very strong hit scan player. And obviously they do have the 2 tank threat with Todd and Dega now. Dega wasn't there their last match against Discrepancy, but he is back now. I'm not sure. He told me he had like an infection or something, but hopefully he's feeling better now and he's back in this game, helping out his team. Again, Freezy is someone that's questionable. I'm not sure if he is the best DPS, but I'm not going to question it, But, I mean, we'll see. I really do kind of favor BOFA slightly better, because now of Creeping Death's, hit scan, I feel like Nick has something to worry about.
Gonna be very interesting, and I couldn't agree more. Creeping Death being an amazing hit scan player, a lot of pressure gonna be on him to deal with. Obviously Nick on the Pharah, but also Casey on the Genji if he does play his McCree.
Yeah, indeed. Are both teams doing the draft right now? I'm not
I've sent them
100%
the
sure.
links, and I'm checking it right now.
Okay,
Both teams
so
have started the draft,
yeah, they're
and
starting to ban and the Optimum. Okay, they're banning Route 66 right there. Maybe you want to commentate this? I'll be like right back in like a minute.
oh yeah, no worries. But BOFA immediately going for King of the Hills, and after seeing what Optimum runs, I wouldn't say it's a bad idea. But obviously, BOFA being a well-known team for not knowing how to counter pharmacies or Pharas in general, being quite famous for that a lot, but finally picking up a hit scan player. One of their biggest weaknesses, creeping depth's definitely gonna have to be the MVP for this game if Optimum does want to win this. But both teams knowing each other very well. MP Installer used being the ex Lucio for BOFA and being on his team, it's gonna be very interesting to see how HP tries to take advantage of what he knows. And Numbani, Watchpoint, and Dorado are the other three maps gone, along with Oasis and Route 66. And as we get down, Optimum looking like they want to stay away from anything related to payload. Maybe not having enough experience, but I'm not sure if that's a bad idea. If that's a good idea with having Nick and KC flexible in a sense with their Genji and Pharah. Able to go around on a lot of places, but BOFA going for King of the Hill, 2CP, and Hybrid. Very interesting to see. But it's gonna be very strange as we do start coming into the final 5 maps of being Kings Road, Nepal, Lijiang Tower, Ilios, and Eichenwald. So we are at least going to have one King of the Hill. Eichenwald probably being the map banned next, seeing how a lot of teams don't like it. But actually, no, it's Nepal. So Eichenwald actually does make it in. Very interesting map, obviously being ignored by a lot of people. A lot of people don't like it, but the map recently being changed, recently being fixed in a sense for first point offense. It's going to be very interesting to see how teams adapt to that, especially on defense where it's a lot harder to defend right now.
Yeah, I'm back right now, but yeah, very interesting map pool here. Ilios, Lijiang Tower, Eichenwald.
I am very interested to see how teams adjust to Eichenwald. A very different playing field. It is going to be one of the other maps as we start on Lijiang Tower. You know these two teams very well, obviously you being on one and you watching one. Who do you favor on King of the Hill?
On King of the Hill, this is tough. I do not know, but definitely on Eichenwald I do favor BOFA, but here I feel like it'll be very even, and I think maybe BOFA will come out on top. I'm not sure. It'll all depend. This is literally the whole series, depending on if Creeping Death can take out Mr. Nick, and Mr. Nick we know is one of their strongest players on Optimum. And you know, the ability if Creeping Death can take out Mr. Nick, this will definitely be in BOFA's playing field, but I'm not sure. It's all up to him right now. I feel like everyone else, you know, is evenly matched. Maybe Todd is a bit of a better tank than Fisher, or maybe a bit of a Zarya than Fisher, and Dega obviously, you know, outclassing Black Knight on Reinhardt, but maybe not. We might not see Reinhardt. We might just see a dive comp from the side of Optimum here.
Well, I wouldn't blame him for going for it. Dive comp obviously being very strong in this current meta, and especially strongest on control point. But something I do want to talk about, for the side of BOFA, running a Winston and Ryan at the same time. While, hey, it does work in Addison's team, BOFA has shown it multiple times that it is effective. I'm not sure if I completely agree with it, I have to be honest, and Creeping Death not picking a character, So going to be hard as long. Addison also coming late out of it. Are they calling a pause?
Not
We
sure.
are, and it is luckily this is right before the fight started. So the 5-minute timer has counted down. Creeping wasn't ready, apparently, and we're gonna wait for him for 5 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna
And
see.
after 5 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, it's a
We
DQ,
started.
right?
Their time is immediately gone. But he is back and he is finally ready.
I'm not sure if you can restart. I mean, you're gonna have to go down a man right here. You did call the pause during the middle of the match right now. Technically during the middle of the match, but you know. KCC getting an immediate pick there on Bean. Having some trouble, obviously, with the flankers on him. Creeping Death handling his 1v on Fisher there. Dega gets to pick up Mr. Nick, though, but this fight is even right now. KCC may go down as well. Dega, very strong Reinhardt with his buddy Todd right there. And, you know, KCC may actually not have, or may have a hard time dealing with Todd, who did take out Doc in the background. Or sorry, did Doc taking out Todd in the background. But, you know, 3 picks from the side of BOFA, and they do end up, you know, wiping the side of Optimum here. And even with them, like a man down for like a couple of seconds in that fight, they still ended up winning.
But being that man down, like you said, not being that much big of a problem as they take it, only giving up 32%. But Addison playing Lucio nowadays, we saw this even in the last series. Addison being an amazing Genji slash Winston play. I feel like this is a waste to put him on Lucio.
Yeah, maybe though. We're gonna have to see. I'm not sure if he's up there with like the best Lucios. That's not my call. I'm not a Lucio player myself. But I mean, Creeping Death though, going in right there, getting 2 picks immediately. And then, you know, the follow-up Addison and Dega right there to kill HP and Mr. Nick and, you know, force Optimum to regroup right here. So yeah, I mean, let's talk about Addison for a minute. Very strong Winston, and, you know, very confusing that he's been, you know, settling to play healer with his amazing Winston. Probably the best Winston, if not, you know, number 2 or number 3, definitely top 3. But, you know, his election to play healer for his team. Let's see how well it goes out for them. I mean, so far it's doing great right now. They are winning. You know, Nano Boost coming out from Bean right here. He will go down though by KCC. Fisher also ulting Dega, so Dega is out of the fight. Creeping Death and Frizzy though, 2, you know, DPS. Getting the pick, only 1 there for Frizzy there, but Creeping Death though coming back and getting 2 HP, and I'm not sure who else he got, but he did get somebody else. Fisher may go down here. Yes, Freezy does take him out as well, and Creeping Death does take out Doc right there, and Creeping Death is going off on Tracer. What do you think about that? Not even playing hit scan, and he's doing great.
Well, Tracer being hit scan technically, but hit scan flanker. Sure. Yeah. But honestly, with this new character on the team of BOFA, I feel like this changes the pace of how BOFA is viewed and how they can be played a lot. And Nano Winston coming out, trying a lot of people, getting 2 picks immediately.
Yeah, Nano Winston very, very strong. I mean, it's really hard to kill him, and he does a lot of damage, way more damage now than his, you know, normal, you know, electricity, you know, pickle, but you know, raping the team of BOFA right there, and they will take the point. It's 99% for BOFA, but you know, they did get 32% initially, was Optimum there, and now they're already at 50% before the team can even get on the point. Here we go, BOFA's back on the point, kind of, you know, intimidating them, pushing them back, grabbing. They got 3 in there right now, 2 actually. Never mind, Creeping getting 2. He got HP and Black Knight in the Graviton right there. Black Knight going down, also HP right there, and Dega pinning Mr. Nick right there, and immediately with the use of 2 ults, this is gonna go to BOFA. Todd the Goose, man, he is going off on Zarya. Very strong Zarya, and I feel like, or not I feel like, I know that they're not gonna be on the point, and this will go to BOFA immediately, even with the little bit of the stagger there on Creeping Death at the beginning.
While we talked about this before, Swisher maybe not being as good of a Zarya as obviously Todd, but I don't know if putting Black Knight on Zarya and Nick on the Winston is a good call with how these players do play on DPS, and obviously they're gonna switch now. And I feel Knight being on that Rhine and Swisher being on that Zarya might be better to handle the side of BOFA.
Yeah, I mean, this is vulnerable for BOFA. They are playing with a Zen Lucio, not as much heals as a Mercy or, you know, an Ana. This may be the advantage that, you know, an Optimum needs to take. Obviously, they don't know that he is playing Zen yet, so maybe they'll come and help them in the first fight with the Discord, but definitely might have to switch to Winston here to take advantage of that. Maybe Fisher, you know, going in the back and taking out Bean, but he's a very capable Zen to defend himself. I played a lot with him myself, and, you know, BOFA is just being very aggressive right now, pushing in. You know, Dega is just not afraid to swing the hammer right now, and he's going in right now, charging in there, doesn't get anyone. Mr. Nick taking out Creeping Death, handling his 1v right there. Fisher does take out Zen though, as I said, he is a capable Zen to defend himself, but maybe not to Fisher though, and Todd the Goose taking out Mr. Nick before he goes down by Fisher. And I'm surprised. I mean, I really don't know Fisher as much as I should know. I know everyone else pretty much in the AWL and PWL, but I mean, Fisher is sort of a new name to me, and I mean, he's doing okay so far for his team.
Well, like I said, being a veteran, but did step out of the scene, I believe, at the very beginning of the career of Notorious. To help them out on the sideline, but immediately creeping, showing what he can do on that McCree, taking out HP immediately. Oh. But Swisher taking out 2 as a response.
Yeah, we see Bean on the point there, getting 2. There we go. Here's the Zunder I knew. And never mind, he gets taken out by Nick there, but you know, picks the res coming out from Doc right there, getting his team back in the fight, and they will hold. As Creeping Death does get a little bit of a late pick and gets picked himself right there, but BOFA electing to stay with the Zen Lucio. I maybe don't know about that. I mean, he did get 2 picks immediately on Ms. Bean, but he was kind of been getting wrecked by Fisher. I don't know, very questionable with him staying on the Zen. I mean, he's not really in the meta anymore, because now that they scrapped the Discord through the shield thing. He's still, I mean, he's good, but I'm not sure. But here we go. We got Dega coming in the point. Does charge and miss. 3D though, taking out Fisher in the back line. Creeping Death alting Doc there, so no chance for him getting res that fight. Mr. Nick alting Bean and Dega going down by KPC. But Creeping Death does take out Mr. Nick in his alt form though, so it's understandable. And Knight goes down as well by Creeping Death, and maybe a bit overextending this Freezy. He may go down actually. Never mind, he'll be alive. The team is, you know, kind of regrouping here as they lost that fight. Todd kind of weak. He's switching on to the Winston, getting off with the Zarya. Here we go. We see Mr. Nick back here. He has Discord on him though, and it's going to be tough for him to stay alive. But the team of there we go, Graviton coming out from KCC. Mr. Nick does go down by Creeping Death. Vega taking out Swisher before he can, you know, stick that Graviton there, and you know, BOFA just wiping the slate here, and you know.
Well, ult advantage now is on the side of Optimum, as BOFA almost spent everything just to hold that, except the Shatter and the Deadeye. Deadeye more now commonly used as a zoning ult than anything. So a lot of pressure is going to be on Dega, I would say, to control this next fight. And as I say that, immediately getting a pick on tonight, couldn't get a better one if I say so, but immediately gets picked as I say that.
Freezy deflecting the barrage there on Mr. Nick. Fisher did take out Creeping there, sending a note right there. He did take him out in his ult, and also he did take out Daga there, but the picks are still coming in for both. A hammer down from Black Knight. It does get Todd the Goose. Mr. Nick will take out Creeping Death, but Daga is there, and he's with Freezy and Addison. But I mean, the picks are coming in for BOFA. Then it's already coming in for Optimum, and now, you know, BOFA held on, and it's 90%. I don't know if they'll be able to contest a point here. Maybe they will be. Actually, no, they probably will be.
Well, Creeping Death coming big for his team, definitely shutting down Nick, I would say. And Frizzy coming in with the Dragon Blade, getting 2 picks with Creeping jumping off the map.
You know, kind of taking the easy way out, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, you see the 2 picks from Freezy there, but both the Lucio and the Genji are very, very low. Getting healed up there, but Winston ult from Todd the Goose will very much annoy the side of Optimum here. He does, oh no, he does not get stick, it's the bubble that got stuck there. Todd the Goose hopping on Mr. Nick's head and you know, breaking that helmet and killing him right there. Creeping Death taking out HP Installer as well. And it's just KCC and he does go down and Fisher goes down too. And 2-0 for the side of BOFA right now.
Something we talked about before, Creeping being huge if he can shut down Nick. I would say right now he is definitely shutting down Nick. Now obviously we don't know if this is a sub for the Addison's team or if this is a main player. But right now I would say from what we've seen from these two rounds alone, Creeping might be the answer that they need to this Pharah problem that they've been known for.
Yeah, I mean, if Creeping decides to, I'm not sure if he's fully with the team yet, but I mean, they're doing great right now. But this is their second game, so they still are getting used to each other's playing styles, and this is a very old team. You know, obviously you've been talking to Addison. He doesn't really change his team a lot. I mean, after I say that, he's, you know, changed 3 players, but, you know, the main
he doesn't like
core of... Yeah, he doesn't like to, but there we go. Creeping immediate pick on HP, but Nick getting beamed off that Robo Gandhi right there, as I like to call him. Dega, they're getting 2 picks as well. Creeping Death taking out Doc. And, I mean, so far, Creeping Death is doing great for the side of BOFA. He's definitely doing what he needs to be doing on DPS. I mean, obviously going even more A+ right there, taking out Mr. Nick on Pharah. Doesn't even need to play the hit scan, or I mean, I guess Soldier and McCree take out the Pharah right there on Tracer, taking her out right there and resetting the side of Optimum.
Definitely. And right now, if you're Nick, who do you play? Because I would say the Pharah is more of a hindrance, and as I say that, immediately gets a pick on him, going huge for his team.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great pick right there, getting probably the carry of BOFA right now. He is getting a lot of picks for his team, this Creeping Death. Nick, they're getting Dega, KCC taking Addison, and just a full team wipe for the side of Optimum.
Optimum finally taking it, and I feel like this is good. They're in a good position. Diva definitely gives a lot of problems to Creeping. Being on the Tracer could be a huge problem with the defense matrix, and could give Nick that breathing room that they need. But they are coming into this with 4 ults coming online. Them using Pulse Bomb already.
Yeah, KCC ate that actually. If you didn't notice right there, he did end up eating that Pulse Bomb, even though it did kind of explode on nothing right there. Diva Bomb coming out. Mr. Nick ulting. He will get deflected, but stays alive right there. Creeping Death though, taking him out. You see drop the beat coming out from HP right there. Fisher with the Dragon Blade getting 2 there. He gets Creeping and Addison out of there, and KCC finishing off Freezy. And I mean, they're still holding on strong right here is Optimum. I don't know if you're a BOFA what you do. Maybe the McCree switch may help, but then again, the Diva is going to be an annoyance. You're going to need Todd to very hardly or very faintly focus KCC on the Diva right now. Is a very strong Zarya, he is.
Yeah, but Nick immediately getting picked on Addison, and Casey getting extremely low. But Trent said, hello, Jen?
Yeah, sorry, but I didn't know if you were saying something right there.
I'm sorry, I heard you talking, but you started cutting out on my side.
Oh, okay, I'm not sure what happened there, but, Freezy though, getting, a Dragon Blade, they're only getting Black Knight. Mr. Nick taking out, Freezy on the Pharah right there. Creeping Death though, handling him HP, both Lucios getting a pick right there. Mr. Nick though, again, a pick on Dega. And he's still continuing to do great on the fair, even though creeping is on the McCree, even though, I mean, he is dead right now, but HP goes down, Todd taking him out, Addison taking out Fisher, but Nick is still alive with the Mercy, ulting Addison, but going down by Todd. Todd is going off right now, and, you know, he's high charged and, you know, really went in right there and killed him, as creeping was dead right there. Going back to Tracer now, is creeping.
But look at the side of Optimum, 3 ults up, and nothing on the side of BOFA. A very tough situation to be right now. With Diva Bomb coming online any second right now, along with Rez, this is going to be a very tough hold for them right now.
Yeah, I'm immediately saying that they're actually holding, as Todd gets KCC out of mech right there. Doc will go down. He may have tried to go for the res right there. I'm not sure. But I mean, it's just good that they're taking the L and regrouping. But now, BOFA, you know, you said they didn't have any ults, but now they have 4. Almost 5. Pretty much almost 6 right there. 70 to base of everything. All their ults are 70 plus right now. And, you know, 4 ults for the side of, Optimum, but, you know, against 5, and Fisher getting picked right there by Addison, not very good at all, and they're gonna have to regroup even though KCC does take out Todd right there. Dega just, you know, getting the picks, but they do res right there. Doc ends up resing this, and they're going in, you know, HP dropping the B. Fisher taking out Bean. Bean had Transcendence, that was huge. Oh, big pulse bomb there by Creeping Death, taking out Fisher and Mr. Nick. Both CPS are down. Black Knight goes down, Freezy taking him out as well, taking out HP as well. And BOFA will end up winning that because of that pulse bomb. That was huge right there by Creeping Death. And Freezy, you know, also getting 2 picks right there. And there we go. BOFA wins 3-0, if I'm not mistaken, right? 3-0, yeah.
Yep, definitely King of the Hill looking very strong for BOFA. But Doc coming in huge with those reses for the side of Optimum.
Heroes never die.
Yeah, I kind of missed one right there, but, you know, didn't want to, you know, die with the res. But, you know, huge play there by Doc, and yeah, it came in. I remember that Fisher getting the 2, with his Dragon Blade right there, and they did hold on that point for a bit longer. Ended up losing though, but, very, close 3-0, I guess you could say. I mean, both, I think they're all 99-99, except for one, maybe.
Yeah,
sure.
Very close map, even though it was one-sided with the 3-0, still going the distance for both. But the remaining maps in this map pool being Eichenwald and Ilios, very interesting to see which map they pick. You obviously pick King of the Hill, but that's where you just lost, or do you pick Eichenwald, where a lot of teams don't have that practice? It's almost like a loose situation, either map you pick.
Yeah, I mean, if I was HP, I would go Eichenwald, you know, kind of throwing a curveball at the side of BOFA here. But Todd, he does have some experience on Junkrat, and maybe Junkrat will, okay, never mind, they're picking,
Yep,
picking
they
Ilios
picked
here.
Ilios.
Yeah, but, you know, Junkrat is, you know, with that extended, left or right room, whatever side you're on, you know, I'm just gonna call it from the attacker side, but, you know, that extended right room, it opens an alleyway for Junkrat to just shell his grenades in there and do work right there to any, you know, Sombra flankers or, you know, the whole team, you know, if they decide to push right there. You know, Junkrat would be very strong, and, you know, he's not very used to a lot on any maps, maybe just Eichenwald.
Definitely, but obviously the big problem with that being, you supercharge a Zarya per se, being the major issue. And if it's not Todd on the Zarya, then I don't know if you can deal with a fully charged Zarya for the side of BOFA. That's not yours.
Definitely,
Going on Ilios now, obviously teams BOFA messing around with their comp right now, but looking at the side of Optimum, a very interesting comp, not running the Reinhardt. How do you feel about this? I feel like that's a big mistake. I feel biased. I feel like if you don't run the Rein, you're just asking for a loss.
Yeah, I mean, Dega, very strong Reinhardt, and Usually if your opponents are running a Reinhardt, it'd be very wise, I'd say, for you to run a Reinhardt as well. Because now, I mean, Freezy on a Pharah just, you know, shelling them and they have no cover. With the Reinhardt shield, with the absence of the Reinhardt shield, you know, it's basically just artillery barrages for Freezy, and he's already up at 50 charge for his ult right there. I mean, not getting any kills, but he definitely is, you know, putting his dent on the side of Optimum, and they're gonna have to regroup. A very bad call in my eyes. And the HP going to Anna now. Very confused at what the heck they're doing right now.
Maybe a bit questionable from the last map also being King of the Hill, wondering how to deal with this. Maybe Ilios wasn't the best choice.
Yeah, I'm really confused of what's going on for Optimum right now. You know, maybe a bit more time to, you know, set up their comp, but it's not working. They're still, okay, never mind. Now they have Mr. Nick on Reinhardt here. He's a very good Reinhardt himself, you know, although he is known to be a Pharah player. He is a very good Reinhardt, but HP, you know, is gonna try to pocket him as much as possible to always win those 1vs against Dega. You know, this fight's, you know, happening on the left, and you just see Freezy just shelling. And, you know, yeah, there we go, ulting, but he does get deflected by KCC. A res coming out from the side of, BOFA there. You see Addison on Mercy now, so maybe becoming the main support for his team. I'm not sure about that, but, yeah, it does work out for them right now, and they're already at 70%. I mean, KCC may go down as well, but, yeah, he's staying alive. But, yeah, very confused. I think what just happened there is they were just trying to figure out what comp they need, and maybe some extra time would have been nice for them, you know, to figure out what they need to do, but wasting a lot of time without the Rhine there. A very bad choice in my eyes, along with yours, as you said. But, you know, they see Graviton coming out from Todd the Goose right here. Is ulting his creeping death here. Freezy also shelling them as well, and, you know, now it's just a full teamwork. They're just, you know, chasing down, what's his name, the Doc, and he will get away with, like, no health. Surprised that he actually got away with that, but the KCC kind of picking off Creeping Death, but won't make it back in time as, you know, the round ended, and BOFA taking pretty much a free win right there.
Definitely from the side of Optimum, trying to wonder what to run, which have hurt them in the long run. But now we're coming on the Ruins. I still don't support. I don't support right now. Because
I'm sorry, you just cut out really badly right now. I think your mic is like lagging or something. I'm not sure what's going on right now.
I'm gonna reset my mic. Could you just take over for a bit?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I mean, both teams, you know, as Mega Milani, you know, fixed his trashy ass mic right now, but you know, we see Freezy on the Widowmaker, and this is, you know, this is a one-trick thing, you know. It either works or it doesn't work. I'm not sure of Freezy's, you know, Widow ability. Not really getting a pick right now, but Fisher getting a pick on Bean, who is on the Lucio. Yes, indeed, he's on the Lucio. We're seeing a no, Todd is on Zen. Okay, I'm confused of why they took their main tank and put him on healer, and they're playing a Widow. I'm not sure if they're taking this game. Okay, never mind. Freezy here getting a pick on Mr. Nick, but I'm really not sure if it really worked out for them there. You know, BOFA did lose the point right there. There we go. Todd getting, okay, Todd goes back on the Zarya, Addison back on the Mercy, and Freezy still playing Widowmaker, so, I mean, it's going to be huge to see what picks he gets on Widow, but ends up getting killed there by Fisher as Doc goes down by Creeping Death. Dega also taking out Black Knight, you know, handling his 1v on Reinhardt. Addison getting a bit low there, but, you know, Fisher will take out Bean. He's getting picks. Kind of like Loki Ryan, you gotta focus the Hog, he's not dying, he's getting picks. You know, Black Knight, they're taking out Dega after he got res. Sort of giving him revenge, or taking revenge on Dega right there. And the side of BOFA will have to sort of retool right here, and Freezy, they're swapping off the Widowmaker. I'm not sure what that did for them at all. But, you know, alt advantage for Okay, well, wow, Fisher got really, really low there, like one health low, and he got pulse bombed, and he's low again. He does go down though. Freezy just take him out. His first death of this round. Mr. Nick taking out Dega as well, and both Farahs, you know, coming in clutch right there, getting a pick. Freezy will handle his 1v against Nick and HP. We'll take both of them out in the air. KCC does get the pick on Todd though. And it is Doc on the point who will not go. He just goes down as I say that. This point will go to BOFA. Mega? Is your mic fixed or? No? But yeah, well, we pleasantly wait the arrival of, or the return of Mega Trolani. Okay, he's back.
Hi, I'm back.
A lot of ults. Yeah.
How do I sound?
It sounds better. Great, because I'm also losing my voice now, but we see a lot of ults on the board for both teams right now. Dega taking out KCC right there. He didn't have his pulse bomb though, and he does get pulse bomb there. Black Knight does go down by Creeping Death. Freezy taking out Doc right there, but a res from HP right there, bringing his team back in the fight, and then just to die a second time. Feels bad, and you know, both are resing right there as well. I'm not sure if that was necessary, but you know,
that res is showing
through, so
why.
maybe it was.
That res sort of showing why a lot of people don't like Mercy these days, because even though you get a big res off, sadly teams aren't prepared for it and they sadly just die again. But a very sad side for the side of Optimum. I felt like they had that fight, especially with the percentage. Well, one more fight for them and they'll win the round.
Yeah, I mean, KCC kind of killing himself there. Freezy though, great ult on solo out there on Black Knight, great solo out there. Beautiful, but Creeping Death taken out to, yes, he thought he was hit scan Creeping Death, but I mean, he is now Tracer Creeping Death, and you know, he's getting 1v there by KCC, going down just as I say he's a Tracer. Yeah, they have the initial pick right now. It is 99% for BOFA, but if they win this point, Optimum, if they win this point, I'm not sure if they'll have time to get back. But we don't see any picks. Okay, never mind. We do see Nick get a pick there. So does Bean, and the two picks from the side of Optimum. KTC getting Todd, Bean going down. Well, Nick will go down, but a res coming out from HP. And no ults for the side of BOFA. This is going to be very tough. And Nick having his rocket barrage. Yeah, I mean, it's just hammered down that they're going to have for this last fight. And this is 99.99. So, going to be very important to see. Oh, Dega goes down before he can touch the point. But we do see Creeping Death touch the point right here. Drop the beat coming out from Doc. Black Knight getting a pick on Todd right there. Rez coming out from the side of BOFA. Dega though, sadly he will not be res right there. But Nick getting 3 with his ult, or sorry, 2 with his ult, and Freezy, okay, now he gets 4 in that fight. You know, Doc getting Creeping Death as well. Dega actually pinned KCC right there, but the fight will go to the side of Optimum.
Dega coming in, pinning KCC. Huge shatter, but sadly was by himself, so nobody could follow up. And score being 1-1, and the game is looking a lot more closer than the previous map, so maybe they took something from it. Optimum showing a team that's very capable of adapting, just seen from tonight.
Here comes T-Racer.
Yeah, I mean, now we see a, I mean, I heard a here comes the racer, but I'm not sure if anyone switched right there, but I mean, comps are pretty much the same, exactly the same actually. We're gonna see BOFA kind of take the right side of for them, but we see the side of Optimum take right side and go directly kind of to the point. Actually, both teams are sort of holding in this middle area, courtyard. Fisher, though, getting a great pick on creeping, and Oh, it's DQ. Oh, whoops. I've been calling him Doc this whole time. But Black Knight, the picks are coming in for um, Optimum, but I mean, 3Z there getting two. Black Knight going good on the Reinhardt right now, and you got Addison as well. And I mean, 3Z already having his ult there, killing Nick. But Nick, before he can get a last shot up on him, and I don't know, Fisher's getting picks though. Fisher is indeed doing good. I mean, Dega's back on the point now. We're trying to kill Fisher. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's gonna miss the pin on Fisher there. And now the whole team of Optimum is back. Pulse on nothing out of it though. Okay, advantage with, and we'll take him down. As well as we'll take out Black Knight. But you know, Todd goes down. Freezy taking out HP right here. Creeping Death taking out Doc. I keep calling him Doc. God damn. Mr. Nick taking out Addison there.
BOFA they held on to the point, stalling out for BOFA. So even though they took it, because of the stall, it's at 43%, which I feel is a good sign for the side of Optimum. Taking maximum value even out of losing fight.
Yeah, I mean, definitely contesting the point for a long time right there. Did help them a lot, and now we see them really push as a team right here. A pick by Fisher right there on Bean. I'm gonna call him Zia now, because that's the new name for him. Zia going down to Freezy. Black Knight frame striking Dega, taking out Rez coming out from Addison, so the whole team of BOFA is back. The hammer down does get Addison in there, and also Bean. Both supports are down there, but nothing out of it. Maybe a wasted out there, as the whole team of Optimum is dead, and we'll have to regroup.
Yep, and looking at the side of this, ult advantage, I would, is on the side of, Optimum with nearly all 6 ults online. Gonna be a very tough point to push it into, I would say.
Oh yeah, HP cell getting really low there. Actually does go down, and Zia getting a triple. Oh my god. Going in on the Lucio. Play the game right there by Zia though. Freezy getting 2 right there. Mr. Nick killing him though. And it's just Creeping Death, and he's very, very low. And Addison as well, he will go down. Sort of a late pick right there. But yeah, I'm calling him Dia now. Zia getting a triple boop right there. You know, coming in clutch and getting 3 picks, and you know, sort of just put the team on his back. Said, I got this, guys, and KCC going down right there. Helped Optimum take the point, and they're up to 70%. We see boot drop coming from B right now. Gonna help on the point. Zia may go down here. Yes, Black Knight as well. Rez coming out from HP Seller. His whole team is back, but they will get Graviton. Pulse Bomb as well, and yes, they did have that combo waiting for them.
Creeping Death, even if not playing on his signature McCree that a lot of people know him on, is still doing a lot of work for his team. And if this looks like a completely different team than, for example, the team that we saw in the Overguard when they were in it and competing.
Indeed, I mean, Creeping, they're getting 1v by KCC, but they do have the initial pick to maybe win this fight, and now Nick's taking out Dega as well. Addison may have to res this. He may, that's a triple res possibility, yes. I don't know if he'll get Creeping Death in that though. No, he does not, and this is still going in the favor of BOFA, and they will end up winning this. No res from Optimum, and surprisingly, they ended up winning. The clutch res there from Addison getting both the tanks back in the fight, and it came in and they won that.
Definitely Addison being a little bit of the unsung hero on the side of BOFA, with coming with multiple clutch reses, not necessarily a support main in general, sort of picking the role to help his team out, and I would say he's doing a fantastic job so far, whether it been him on the Lucio or him on Mercy. But on the side of Optimum, they need to do something right now about the about Frizzy's Pharah, because I feel he's left uncontested almost. whether it be Nick not focusing him or Casey not on McCree or Soldier to help out in killing the Pharah.
Yeah, now we see the match on Ruin again. We go Freezy back on the Pharah. He was doing good on it before. I'm not sure if he switched off at any time, but you know, he is a very capable Pharah. He's not someone to just look away at, and so he's not going to do anything. They're getting both picks on both supports, and just as I said that, KCC getting a pick on Creeping Death, but it's not going to be enough as Dega gets a pick on Black Knight, and this fight will automatically go with the three picks that Freezy got to the side of both.
Hello, Jen.
Yeah.
How do I sound? Am I cutting out?
No, you're good.
Alright, I'm sorry, you started cutting out for me.
Oh, maybe I'm lagging. Yeah, I'm lagging a bit for some reason.
Well, but going into this, big pick out of Frizzy to get the hog, the off tank. That's gonna knock push, and Frizzy has his ult. Should they try?
Okay, what the?
And,
I just lagged out.
well, I sadly cannot give you a 5-minute timer, so you have to join in without it.
I'm good. I'm good.
Alright, but you didn't miss anything other than Nick and Todd both getting picked. Swisher getting another pick on the Creeping Death, who's now on the McCree. I didn't call that out before, but it's going to be very interesting to see why, because I felt like Frizzy was doing really well on the Pharah v Pharah battle. I'm not sure if the McCree was needed.
Yeah, I mean, he is really close to Deadeye. He's at 100 right now. A lot of ults for BOFA here. They have every single ult actually, all 6 ults. Only 3 though for Nick actually copying his ult there on Dega. 3 picks for Optimum as the res comes up from Addison, and now they have 5 ults. Now res coming up from Zia. Hammered down there from, what's his name, Black Knight. I'm using my thought right now, but Todd taking him out right there. Boom getting 2 right now. Maybe a triple to beat out, Zia's triple, maybe? I'm not sure. Oh, I'm kind of lagging again. Oh my god, it's not good. But yeah, they're Creeping Death though, finishing it off on Nick and Zia, and Dega on Fisher as well, before Nick can get a pick on Bean, but it will not matter as BOFA does end up taking this point back 60% to 57%, so very close right now.
Very close indeed, but look at this ult advantage for the side of BOFA, a huge ult advantage. They right now have the means to close this out. 4 ults on the side with another one coming up. Res building and building fast.
Indeed, and Creeping Death though, taking on both DPS. For the side of Optimum, they're both down. As Dega cleans up Black Knight and Zia goes down by Frizzy. Creeping Death though, doing great on his signature character right there, as you said before. You know, nothing to look away from. He's a very strong. Okay, he goes down by HP right there. Now HP, you know, dropping the beat on himself, but not enough as he doesn't get on the point, and BOFA takes the series 2-0.
Definitely a closer map. Optimum, while obviously taking the L, both Optimum taking 2 Ls right now in the series. As we were watching it, a team that improves a lot and really quick. Ziv with a huge 3-man coming out. If you ever wanted to know how to get the Floor is Lava trophy, well, there you go.
Yep, right there. Ziv did great that game. On the Lucio, obviously getting a play of the game with that triple beat off the edge on Lighthouse, I think? Yeah, Lighthouse. But yeah, the DPS of there's more of just Creeping Death in the tanks, but you know, Frizzy did help out a lot right there as well. No shade on that man at all. I mean, he did great on Pharah, but you know, the DPS in the tanks for BOFA overpowering the DPS and the tanks of Optimum. But great showing. Obviously, it is only their 2nd game. I mean, they're doing great. They have some things to work on, but I feel like they'd be a team to look out for in the future.
Well,
They are definitely an interesting team, very interesting team. Optimum, a lot of players that I know personally, and I feel like it's gonna be a very good run for them. Obviously, being a new team, but they're still doing amazing for being for playing their second series back to back. Right now, we're just trying to find out if we do have a third game or not.
Yeah, unfortunately, I will not be able to cast that. So you might have to get somebody else.
Well, let's see if I can get the man himself, everyone's favorite caster, Barrett.
Brett. But, yeah, man, I think that wraps it up for me. Let's see if we can get someone else here. Maybe you can get digital. Oh no, he's gone to a
Party.
Easter party. Yeah.
Well, I'm in a bit of a problem, it looks like.
Pickle.
In a bit of a problem. Looks like we're gonna have to find another caster.
Yeah, I was only able to stay till 11, but I don't know. I can start casting this second game or this last game, but I'll have to leave at roughly 11 something.
Roughly 11. Well,
That is only 8 minutes. I'm not sure.
yeah. Well, doesn't look like anyone can play right now. Unless Ace Louis being their player.
Who's player?
BOFA's.
Oh. Yeah. I'm actually throwing right now.
I'm sorry about all the quietness. We're just,
Figuring out stuff in the back.
yeah. It looks like it's gonna be BOFA versus Calamity.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set up the map graph for these guys, and then we'll be good to go. I'm gonna see if I can get someone who wants to cast. I have a Well, I had a few people who were interested in casting beforehand. Shoot, they aren't online. Oh wait, Loki Ryan's on. I do believe he wanted to cast. Well, I'm gonna send him an invite and give him the opportunity.
Yeah, I can co-cast with you. Guess we gotta be talking more now.
Not like that. Hold on. Alright, so this is BOFA's line.
Loki, right? You said he's gonna be able to,
Well, he is online, and he did ask me if he that he wanted to cast. So just sending him an invite to give him the opportunity, whether he accepts it or not, is up to him.
Let's see if you can give me one. I don't know. I'm about to just go out right now, man. But yeah, thanks for having me to cast again, and yeah, take care, man.
Definitely, man. Thank you for coming. Always a huge favor and a great time having you here.
Yeah. Alright, peace out, stream. Boy Jin, it sucks at this game. Master scrub, but peace out.
Damn. And now it's just me. I should not I should not be solo casting. Twitter is you or somebody else who wanted to cast. You online? Just waiting on both teams. Alright, well I gotta make the map draft now. This is gonna be painful for me. Who can join me? God damn. Just trying to see. But sadly, I'm not talking that much. Sorry, just trying to sort a few things out behind the background. But raging, hey man, and he leaves. Feels good, man. He's back, raging.
Yeah.
Hey man, I need your help. Casting. Jan was with me for one
My help
series.
casting.
For one series, I just need you to help me out with casting.
Oh no.
We're live right now. I need you.
Oh boy.
I need your help.
So they can all hear me right now, huh?
Yeah. And it would be awesome if you...
I just want y'all to know that Mega threw a couple of my games earlier. Just putting that out there.
I had bronze damage as Lucio, man. There's only
And
so
got
much
no
I
support as
could do.
Reinhardt.
There's only so much I could do, man.
Oh, I feel so unprofessional right now. I mean, I guess I can help here.
Yay, thank you. Could you please join the lobby? I'm alone, I'm afraid.
I'm not on Overwatch right now. Hold on.
We can wait. Oh my god. Let's not talk about today's games though, please. For my own mental health. But the map pool is being Nepal, Eichenwald, and Lijiang Tower, so a very cocky day, I want to say. A lot of COD maps today so far.
It's definitely a very interesting map. It's probably it's probably my favorite COD map in my opinion.
Nepal?
No, Lijiang.
Oh, Lijiang. Well, Nepal is actually the first map we're going to. The lobby is open, so you can join just when you hop on.
Alright, hold on. Hope I'm good at this kind of stuff.
Don't worry. You're probably better than me. Oh, just like a little heads up. You can be toxic, but you can't swear.
I can't swear.
But you can be toxic.
Alright.
You know the difference, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
This game is very weird because it's not letting me save. Hold on.
Oh, what game are you playing?
I just bought it at GameStop actually, Persona.
Persona. I had a friend who was crazy about the Persona series in general. How is it?
Oh, it's a very good series. I've never actually played one of these games before, so it's going to be a weird learning curve for me. But it is definitely interesting. I've loved the third and fourth game. I watched 4 before 3. 3 is definitely better than 4. More emotional, better character development. But yeah, I'm interested to see how the 5th one goes.
Raging, I know you were on Deadlock's team, so you have experience with the field. Are you,
With what?
I know that you, were on, Deadlock's team, so you have played in these games before. And I know you personally
I do
remember,
have some experience with this, yes.
and I know that you personally remember Icy Suspect, previously on Notorious. He is actually in the lobby today. He is playing a game, so you get to cast about him.
Is he playing, or
He is playing.
He playing, or? Alright.
Are you on the game yet?
Yeah, I just quit. I can redo all that.
Alright, well, we're just waiting on you.
Alright, sorry. The Persona game's a lot of dialogue and a lot of action. Very long games, not something you can blow through in just like a couple days. Like an Assassin's Creed game with the storyline. Alright. I'm actually going to join you right now. So am I going to be the main caster, just like the co-caster?
Well, what do you want to do?
I'd rather do my thing, you know.
Alright. Then, do your thing.
Do my thing. Alright.
Alright, well, let's not keep these teams awaiting, but going on Nepal, we've seen Calamity before going up a Discrepancy, which they did win, which I feel like was a very surprising score, seeing how good the Discrepancy actually is, being one of our top teams, and Calamity sort of being one of those brand new teams that popped out of nowhere, almost. But Calamity being built up from One Trick's Mercy with the remainings of Notorious Gaming, and going up against previously known as Sinful, previously known as Onslaught, previously known as Draconic, a team with a lot of names but always been around, Addison Davis's team. They've been here for a while. You obviously, Raging, obviously have first-hand experience going up against Notorious Gaming, so you're familiar with a lot of these players, and you have experience going up against Draconic, well, Addison Davis's team, now known as BOFA. Who do you favor going into this?
I'd probably favor Addison's team here, honestly. They look like they definitely have a stronger lineup, but it's honestly just, I think it's just going to come down to how well that the Winston can dive. See, we can definitely see some probably good reses out of Cali here. I mean, yeah, I think it's a close matchup, to be honest. For the Hogs on a hook, Reinhardt just missed the charge.
Well, has become an IC doing a lot of work on the Pharah, going for a lot of rockets, almost getting uncontested, Todd being the only one who's trying to focus him, but it doesn't matter because they're ignoring him and they're going straight for the tanks, and it's working out. They have no idea how to deal with it. IC can only do so much damage, can only fire so many rockets. This might be their downfall if they continue exploiting this.
Is almost ready.
Just remember, kids, this Pharah does not take skill to use, as long as Tracer, which Notorious is running both of those right now.
Well, they're no longer Notorious. Notorious disbanded, but
alright.
Calamity is now the team.
Calamity is the new. It looks like Majors are gonna get hooked. They're gonna get picked early here.
But definitely not something you want, but Vega charging somebody off.
He comes in with the solo wall, gets a Lucio out of it as well.
I see going huge, trying to win this
They're
first.
gonna nano boost Zarya to try to keep this point alive. Looks like Anna's gonna be pocketing Zarya here, but I don't think they're gonna be able to do much with that.
Todd not even escaping with his life, and Nate now very charged up. Going into this next fight, it's gonna be very annoying to deal with, and Kale having her res up. The one good thing about this team was when it was made. Kale notorious for being a for a Mercy one trick, and Icy being notorious for being a Pharaoh one trick, almost complements each other very well in this team setup.
Looks like he's gonna come in with a primal rage here. He's asleep. Someone woke the monkey up. Don't wake the monkey up.
Everyone always wakes the monkey up.
Nice earth shatter, about a 3-man right there. A little bit of a panic sound barrier, it looks like. Got a nice res off. Here comes another Graviton. Gonna be everyone down in that one. I'm honestly very surprised here with it.
Jaywalker going huge for his team, just keeping all of these 3 tanks alive. Obviously, he didn't focus on McCree or Lucio, which did get picked in the fight, but generally speaking, their tanks didn't die. Jaywalker is an amazing Ana. He doesn't play in a lot of these games. He's been a free agent. He's not even on BOFA. I'm pretty sure Addison just called him in, but I would say definitely Jaywalker being the best Ana right now who's on the free agent market.
Yeah, definitely after what looks to be like a panic nano boost by Jay, I half expect him to switch off to like a Zenyatta or a Mercy, but it looks like he's still doing work, keeping these tanks up.
Definitely. But that huge pick and a very dominating round. Obviously, Tracer's still stalling, but it's just one Tracer. There's only so much she can do.
Just not enough, man. Tracer's all fun and games and all good until she actually gets focused.
this round a lot more one-sided than I thought it would be going into this. Maybe being on this McCree is sort of limiting Icy.
Or the tanks are too much for Icy to burn through, with Deanna helping them out. But a very
Icy definitely has some
one-sided.
challenge here with being on McCree and them running triple tank. That is just not a very good map for Fair. Once you have to fight on that point, Fair becomes very limited, just having to like camp the doorways or just actually having to get on the point. And even then a Reinhardt can even start swinging at her. Speaking from personal experience, that's always fun swinging at a Fair in there.
Well, we are now on Sanctum, a map with a lot more room on Icy, for Icy's Fair to go to work.
This is definitely one of the best spots that Icy is going to be able to do some work on Fair, although I would like to see him fail. Just because I hate Fair, man.
Calm down, you Reinhardt, man. All you do is hold L2. But as we get into this fight starting,
45,000 damage block, but we're not going to talk about those kind of games yesterday where we lose because you got a one-trick tracer named Meeps who wants to play with us for 3 days straight.
Meeps isn't that bad of a person. But huge
He's
picks.
not a bad person, but he's a pretty bad tracer.
But Meeps going huge, Meeps, but pretty decisive fight for the side of BOFA. And I'm actually very astonished by this. I figured it would be very one-sided where BOFA would be almost on the loser's end, but it's the complete opposite. BOFA has a very strong showing, King of the Hill being definitely their game mode.
Looks like you're putting themselves in a quite a bad position here. All kind of like squeezing into that tight room. That's just kind of waiting for a Reinhardt hammer to start swinging.
But as this
There
goes,
comes the Reinhardt pick. These people are just getting dominated right now. Ice team cannot get their shit together.
definitely Bean putting a lot of pressure on Icy, not letting him move around, and Frizzy on that hog going to work, being the only 2 players right now in the lobby who are on fire, and respectively so, showing you why. But so many ults are also going to be up for the side of Calamity, and ults are popping online for the side of
Here comes the
BOFA.
Reinhardt with the environmental kill. Hog getting the pick. Here comes the Deadeye. He's gonna get one person. Icy yet again.
I would say definitely, I wouldn't blame him. That's a very good pick, getting Icy right out.
An instant kill off of Deadeye. They need to focus Jay over here, and the soldier does so. They're gonna need to focus Jay. He's just gonna keep those tanks alive from afar all game. That's definitely a problem.
Well, it doesn't matter as
It's almost like not
Monkey.
taking care of a Widow, honestly. I mean, except you just healing your team instead of picking off yours.
Definitely, but doesn't matter as Monkey just fed through both healers and winning his team that fight. Gonna have Tac Visor for this next fight, and look at the ult economy for the side of Calamity.
Oh yeah,
They're
here comes
all
the
nearly
environmental
up.
kill again. He is not having the luck on this map with it. Hog is definitely a strong pick on this map, as well as Lucio. Both teams do have.
Very interesting with the environmental kills,
Not
obviously.
getting anyone as they back off very smartly. Smartly, is that a word?
Big
Reinhardt
hook
should
coming
die if
out,
they played their
getting the
cards right.
Reinhardt,
Reinhardt
but
should die, but he's not dead. Here comes the grab.
and look at the side of
Callie's
kill.
staying back
Rez
for the
is
res.
up. She's hiding, but
Callie's
she's
starting
not
to get
gonna need
He's
it.
starting to get focused here. Seems like Icy's team is definitely starting to get their shit together here.
Definitely, and I would say it's a very good time. It's 86. Should they lose one fight, 2 more fights, I would say, before they guaranteed win this. But should they lose even one of those 2 fights, then it's going to be very hard for them to take this map, being forced to trickle in most likely.
Oh, definitely. I'd say if they lose, this is probably going to come down like that last actual team fight here, no doubt.
Well, it's
I guess
clocking
they got a
that.
nice pick, but the Reinhardt bears down. He may be killed right here. Zarya coming after him. Reinhardt just swinging away.
Obviously,
They let him grab
Reinhardt
point, unfortunately.
was sadly forced into a
Calamity
corner,
gets solo up, unfortunately, get a res off.
but the point actually did switch over, so it's only going to stop at 84%. But right now, they're all trickling in. This is going to be very difficult for the side of Calamity to take back.
As well as Major's getting some nice boots. Icy with the solo, a fair solo, not surprising. Addison doing his best to contest the point, but it's just a lone Lucio.
And I don't know if McCree should have pushed up, because now they're going to be 2 down for this fight. And even if they push in, it's going to be a huge trickle.
Yeah, I don't know. They definitely being switching the Tracer, Hog switching to Diva. They're definitely going for some stall and faster heals here to try to contest. The Reinhardt looking like it has some trouble over on the right.
And Diva immediately gets melted and out of that suit, and now it's up to Bean to sort of burn through these people. But no, he gets picked off. Addison being one of the few people left on the point, one person left. They're gonna take out Todd, and that's gonna be it for the point. And now we're gonna be going on to Shrine, another Pharah map, and I would say this is actually Pharah's strongest map out of 3 because it's a bit enclosed, but yet it has so many windows where a Pharah can continuously fire rockets, and a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure is going to be onto Bean and Jay to see how well they can control it. Obviously, they're going to need help from Frizzy and Todd to help kill the Pharah. Frizzy with the hooks and Todd with his high energy beam. And it's really going to come down to that, in my personal opinion.
Definitely. I don't think Frizzy's honestly going to even get a chance to hook him here. Being switching to the Soldier, trying to put a little bit more pressure on the Pharah. Probably because he knows that rain drop off is definitely going to hurt him this time. I don't think if Icy's smart about this, he should definitely stay back and not even let Frizzy get near him.
Definitely, but
we're going to see a real quick hook on Todd. Todd getting picked off real quick in the match. Reinhardt charging out of there.
And the Mercy Jaywalker now on Mercy gets picked off immediately. Was getting pressure and didn't call. And Dega, these tanks are ignoring Icy.
His team up.
Icy was in the face of Frizzy on the Hog, and Frizzy refused to turn around, which it cost Dega his life. Very questionable.
But Addison's team is going to take the top route here. Very questionable against Icy right here.
Definitely, especially with Barrage too. This is about to turn very badly for them.
Yeah, Icy just came in with the quick Barrage, not even being focused here. Killing the Reinhardt, killing the Soldier. That is play of the game worthy right there. I don't think we've seen a better play than that so far.
Definitely. But Icy also being on fire with that. And Frizzy now going on to the Pharah 2, going to Pharmacy of their own, and I feel like that's a very good call, but I don't know how well he's gonna do. Because they've switched off the Soldier. Bean is now on the Tracer.
Yeah, Bean just switched off the Tracer. That's a very questionable thing. Frizzy switching to Pharah. I think they're trying to get Icy. They're trying to put some more pressure on Icy to get his team tilted and him to switch, because I don't know, they really don't have a Pharah counter unless the Hog is like a god with his hook and like twice as the range it normally should be.
Well, Nate showing that yes, Hogs can't kill Pharahs, so it's a very doable, but
oh definitely. Hooking the Pharah is one of the most satisfying things.
Without a doubt, but as it goes, Addison drops the B, but his team, I would say, a little bit out of position. I'm not sure if that was a good call.
I think it was a little bit. Oh no, never mind. That was the wrong team.
And the huge
coming in with about his third barrage this round, I think.
Exactly, and it's only 99-0, meaning we've only played the half of the round. Well, the half of possibility of the round.
After a dominant first round, it just seems that Addison's team cannot get together here. It seemed like they had the second point through about the first half of it, but then I don't know. Icy's team just definitely got their shit together.
Definitely. And they're exploiting the fact that Creeping Death is now gone. Creeping Death being an amazing hit scan and played for Addison's team last series, but sadly had to go due to his work. And they're sort of almost abusing that, and it's working out great and amazing for them.
Oh, definitely. It looks like we're going to see Addison's team definitely switch up here. They're switching the dive. It looks like they're going to leave it to Frizzy to try to get that Pharah.
And
either Frizzy or Jay.
Obviously, obviously Anna being nerfed, not necessarily the best, the best for killing. She taking 5 shots to kill a pharmacy. Should the Pharah be? So a lot of pressure going to be on Jay to apply pressure, and I'm not sure if they can do it. And
like Icy's team is definitely dominant at getting picked. The Pharah Mercy combo, man, it's just so deadly if you don't address it.
Definitely, and the biggest problem is they're ignoring Icy. They're trying to rush in and trying to kill they're trying to kill the tanks before Icy has a chance to go to work, but they can't. Icy is now Icy's in a lot more open room and open area, and they don't have that, I would say, that luxury of Icy being hindered by the environment.
Definitely. I mean, you can't ignore a Pharah Mercy combo. She's honestly just going to shred your team. And the problem, it looks like Icy's going to get put to sleep here. The Reinhardt may charge her. They're teabagging Icy. Icy still gets saved because no one wanted to focus her. It looks like they're having a lot of miscommunication here.
Definitely. And now they're chasing them to their spawn. And I personally like when they do this because it just gives you more time to regroup should you die at the door. But no, they're going to be backing up. And for the ult side, for the ult advantage, nearly all 6 ults being up online right now, only one being a little bit behind, Icy Suspect. They're gonna have to do a junk rush, and they're gonna have to try to bait out as many of these ults as possible if they have any hope of taking this.
We got that. Yeah, we got the anti. They're definitely rushing in to kill these tanks. They're nano boosting. Reinhardt. Icy's trying to take down the Reinhardt before he can, but all he gets is some shield damage there. 2,000 damage, insta block.
Yep, and
Icy getting nothing out of that ult definitely hurts their team, but the Winston's trying to focus Callie, but she's just jumping all over the place.
Icy nearly dying to Jay. A very interesting being coming in to help finish the job of his fellow support. And BOFA finally taking a point. And I feel now they put themselves in a very risky position. One loss and it's a round over for them. And
definitely. Without a Mercy Red, they don't have nearly enough sustain as Icy's team does. They do have Zarya Blade combo, which is definitely should be a team wipe if used correctly.
But it doesn't even look like they're gonna need it though. It doesn't even look like they're gonna need it as never mind, they pop it off regardless.
Icy seems to be very trigger happy with his ults this round.
They popped like 2 ults, I believe, there on the side of Calamity and not getting much, and for the side of BOFA, now they've got Nano Rhyme with Earth Shatter. So they can continue this snowballing effect with the ults they have.
Definitely. They're probably going to have enough time for 1, maybe, if they're lucky, 2 more team fights. This very well may be the last one, depending on how fast it goes.
Dega being a very good Rhyme is going to be very interesting to see how they do this.
Hog's going for the whole hog, trying to get in the Reinhardt in the corner. He knows he is screwed right there.
Rhyme does die with Earth Shatter. This is going to be a very hard point to keep up for the side of BOFA.
Looks like they're going to be trickling in. Jay's going to come through there. Reinhardt going to be the main distraction. It's going to be Jay against the soldier right on point here.
But no,
Oh, but he
Jay
doesn't get it. That's
doesn't
a
get on
game.
it. Obviously a team name problem there. Obviously not Optimum, but Calamity. But Icy going huge for his team. I would say definitely the MVP.
I would say that's a hard carry here. This was definitely, this was right at the beginning of the third round, I believe. Yep. You're getting a nice 5-man right here. How I hate to see Farrah play the games.
Well, when you do that much damage on the pharmacy and Kale still doing that much healing while staking on Icy for majority of that game, still putting in the work.
Definitely. Alright, what's the next match?
Well, right now we're just
waiting on Addison to pick from either two maps, with the maps being either Eichenwald or Lijiang Tower.
I don't think they could. I don't think they could pick Eichenwald for Farrah. I mean, that's definitely gonna be Icy's home reign there.
Well, I'm just waiting on a response from him. But what did you think about the game coming into this?
Well, I honestly thought. I mean, this looks like a pretty even matchup here, but they just didn't address the Farrah. That's almost like not dealing with the Widowmaker on comp. You just can't ignore him. Like you said, they were trying to go for the strategy of basically rushing in once Bean couldn't do his job. He actually switched to support, probably feeling like he wasn't doing his job very well.
Well, Bean is normally their support player. Addison recently picking up support with the loss of Jan, their Zenyatta player, and HP, their Lucio player. So BOFA sadly lacking in the support department.
Oh, maybe they should pick up you. You're a nice support main.
Well, I am currently busy with a lot of stuff outside, so I sadly cannot.
Like throwing games.
There's only so much a bronze damaging Lucio can do. But enough about comp, because this environment is different from comp, so no point in talking about bad memories.
Very true.
Over here, people actually are willing to listen.
That is true. People definitely communicate more in comp than this.
Wait, what?
I said that wrong. Don't question me on that.
Yes, you did.
Still learning the ropes now.
That wasn't the ropes.
Diva out of spawn. That's definitely an interesting pick.
Definitely. But now you can see Icy immediately getting to both support.
Play the game worthy stuff right there.
Icy just not getting a real response. While Draconic did, BOFA did accept this matchup, they did so knowing that Creeping would not be here for this. And I would say Creeping had to be here with how big he is. I don't know if Frizzy being on the Tracer and not the Farrah is a smart call though.
Yeah, they're gonna switch off the Reinhardt here definitely to the Hog because Being is actually back on McCree this round. They're definitely gonna try to put some pressure on Icy here.
And now it seems like they're a bit lost as they switch off the Rhine. I may be a bit biased, but I feel like if you don't run a Rhine, then you're just asking to lose, unless the enemy team isn't running a Rhine either.
Yeah, definitely. It seems like. I'm sorry. What's the red team again?
Red team is known as BOFA.
All right, BOFA. Yeah. BOFA definitely seems a little lost here, running 2 off tanks. I'm not sure that the Diva was the greatest pick. I think their plan there was kind of to block Icy's barrage once he pops it, but it doesn't look like it's gonna work out here.
Yep. And now you're seeing all these switches coming out for the side of BOFA, and because of they're not building any ult.
They do not have any ultimate charge, and they're already more than halfway through the round, almost 2/3. That's definitely gonna hurt.
Yup, and it's gonna be very hard as they push into 5 ults on the side of Calamity.
Get back.
But here we go, as the round starts, immediately a pulse bomb, but Todd coming with a huge bubble, saving Vega's life.
Callie's down, so she will not be able to get a rest. Icy trying to save the fight with a barrage, but only gets the soldiers one counter, but she still dies to that high energy charge beam.
Todd going huge as he gets nano boosted, 100% charged Zarya, a very dangerous sight to see as she melted everyone. And Todd, being almost like the hard carry of BOFA, said by a lot of people, that a lot of people don't acknowledge. And honestly, it seems like he's gonna have to be the answer to this pharmacy every time when he gets above 100 charge. Well, not above 100, but at
Definitely. Once you get icy on that point, that should be top focus. But it doesn't look like he's gonna be able to if he goes down real quick here. A pop attack fighter solo ult to Zarya with the pulse bomb. Jay actually killing the tracer there. Callie comes in with a huge res there.
definitely, and it just seems like a one-sided
Icy
show.
getting shattered 10 feet in the air somehow. Gotta love these Reinhardt hitboxes, man.
Am I cutting out for you?
No, you don't seem to be.
Alright, I'm sorry. Just I've been having a few problems.
All day today?
Nah, you sound good on my end, so.
Alright,
Sure,
well,
stream as well.
yeah, we are pretty late right now. And the huge graviton coming out as they...
Icy getting above the Reinhardt. Reinhardt not addressing Icy's rockets. Not the smartest move, and that looks like it's gonna be match point right there for that round.
Definitely team kill coming out, and timer's gonna run out. And
Addison trying to make it real quick, but he's just not gonna be able to do it.
yep. And we said it before, and we're gonna have to say it again. They've got to find a way to deal with Icy. He's honestly the main reason why they're losing. BOFA, even in the Overguard, were heavily notorious for not being able to handle Pharahs or pharmacies that well as compared to other teams. And
now, seeing the Fire Mercy combo come out from these two, do you actually think Pharah needs a nerf in any way?
Well, not necessarily just Pharah, because the nerf on Pharah not only just hurts her viability, but also Mercy's viability, as a lot of people look at Mercy for her mobility on the heals. I would say, if anything, you probably just buff the DPS, where if a soldier can actually do damage, he could kill a Pharah that's getting healed.
Well, yeah, if you actually look at the forums on the Overwatch website, there is a lot of controversial talk about Soldier right now, so I don't think a Soldier buff would necessarily be happy, because player perception is apparently more important than actual perception of pick rates and statistics, according to Jeff Kaplan.
Definitely. A lot of people complaining that, oh, Mercy's very weak, was very broke, was very unused, but when Jeff Kaplan came out with the pick rates, Mercy was apparently like the number 5th overall pick character in the entire roster.
So that statement that Jeff said even proves that player perception is definitely different from actual perception. Each team seems even on numbers here, 3v3 right now. Icy coming with another barrage, is not shy to use a 2v2 here. Tank versus another tank and a Tracer. Looks like Winston's going to be useless in this fight. Tracer going to solo ult the Reinhardt, since it's going to be Winston and the Tracer against Zarya. They're going to be able to pull it off here from a quick point. Lucio trying to stall for his team here, and looks like it's going to work. Team regroup, and it's going to be an interesting team fight here, while Addison's team just continuously gains charge on it.
Yep, they need to clear them out. Addison's team getting a free nearly nearly 15% percentage on this point from just the stall alone.
Definitely. Whenever that happens, you gotta get him off the point somehow. You can't let him stall for more time. Looks like the Winston's gonna be going for some environmental kills here. He's already got one. He's gonna try to get the Zarya for a second, but it looks like she's gonna avoid it.
And Priscilla with double kill on the Primal Winston. Not normally the most killing ult in the game, but Priscilla is showing how it's done. And Monkey coming in huge for his team. This Tracer Winston combo just winning them the fight.
Definitely. Being away from that pack visor definitely hurts them trying to win a 1v4 against them. 2 tanks and a Winston bubble. This does not work.
But look at the ults up
for the next team fight.
Before ults up for the side of BOFA. This is going to be a huge advantage for them going into this.
Definitely. It doesn't seem like Icy's team has very many ults at all, except they just use the pulse bomb.
Yep, and as we say this, Todd focusing the fair, but does get spawned in, but a lot of people stuck in this huge pulse bomb coming out from the side of Frizzy, and a nano visor coming out helping Beam finish off Nate.
Definitely, that was a beautiful grab there by Todd with the pulse bomb combo. That is actually one of the simplest but the most nastiest combos in the game.
Definitely, because there's no real way to counter it. Even if you drop a
Even
beat,
the sound
normally
barrier is controversial because as soon as the pulse bomb hits, your sound barrier is basically gone. It's leaving you to be shredded just by normal abilities by the team.
Yep, and big pulse bomb comes out. Jaywalker's caught behind. Don't know if anybody's gonna notice him.
A little bit too late there.
Definitely, and Calamity is gonna take it back, but look at the percentage, 93%, 94 now, 95 finally. This is gonna be final fight for both sides, and look at the ult advantage for both sides. One ult up for each side, with Calamity being close to theirs. A lot of pressure is gonna be on Kale to not get picked off.
Definitely, looks like they're gonna activate their only ult team fight so far, and not getting much except for Icy.
I wouldn't complain about that. With how much
Icy?
I believe they did. That's how much of a big player Icy is for them.
Todd is trying to focus Icy down. He's being kept alive until the pulse bomb hits.
But even so, with that pick, teams are a bit in the favor of Calamity, as it's 3-1 right now, unanswered kills. And Dega charges off. I don't know if that was the right idea.
That definitely hurts. I think he should have just swung. That's a very bad run to take. That I see a lot of players make.
Charging off the map.
Hammer down. He had about 2 to 3 average health heroes on the ground there. He probably just should have swung instead of charging.
Yep. And as we get into this final round,
this is probably the worst match for Fair here, but still pretty good for Fair considering the space of this room.
Yep, and you've gotta wonder how well will Beam do, because right now Beam needs to put this Fair on control almost, but they're running one tank, and that one tank being Zarya. A very questionable comp.
Addison's trying to take care of Priscilla here, so Winston. We're gonna see how that goes against Ice. I feel like Addison's gonna get shredded here. We're gonna see how he does here.
Definitely Addison diving without his team, having not that much help left, but does luckily get healed up. As the BOFA gets first pick.
Finally start seeing some picks as the point unlocks here. Looks like Addison's team is definitely going to have the advantage unless Ice can definitely pull off some major stuff, but it looks like they're all backing off.
That is definitely a good call. Quicker to back off and regroup than obviously go in, get picked off, and wait for the spawner.
They're just straight up rushing the point here, just trying to get the quick percentage off. Addison coming in to contest real quick. It looks like he's probably going to race out of there. He gets bubbled. Team regroups, and they're going to keep the point there for a little while. Icy picking off Lucio.
Yep, and Icy going to work.
We definitely has his work cut out for him, but he needs to focus. Yeah, Jay is actually running Zenyatta now. I think they're really trying to deal with Icy here.
I don't know if Zenyatta might be the good call, because if Icy does get into the back lines, then your Jay is basically by himself.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If Zenyatta dies and Icy dies, I'd say that's a very fair trade-off. It seems like Icy is hard carrying this team right now.
Definitely, I would definitely have to agree with you. But
nice dog hook on the Genji right there. Icy just still shredding the team, not even being difficult. Jay just getting shredded.
Icy gonna be dropped in the barrage, getting 1 kill because everyone else ran away from him.
Definitely smart policy. Icy most likely just probably wasted that. Not looking good for Addison's team here. Icy has definitely been the dominant force except for the first round of the call.
Yep, definitely. Whoa. Alright, well, look at the side of BOFA as they have 5 ults up, but they still can't do anything as Icy gets another pick. This is really sad, and now they're running out of time as we're up to 77%.
Zenyatta may not have been a good choice. Icy just shredding the Zenyatta with the traction. They're gonna push him right with the sound barrier here. Here comes the whole hog. I don't know how much he's gonna do out of that. He instantly dies. Addison just gets booped away the ult, basically wasting that. Ellie comes in with the red.
Nothing going for the side of BOFA. They're in a lot of trouble right now. Even if they were to win this fight, because of how much they're investing into this fight, it's gonna be really tough for them to hold on, as they're about to have sound barrier, pulse bomb, barrage, primal rage up all in a few minutes, in a few seconds. Well,
definitely Calamity's gonna have to farm some ult. It looks like Icy Major and Monkey are all close to their ult right here, so they're gonna have 3 ults for this next team fight, along with both of having 2 ults here. Jay just getting picked off again. Icy comes in with a barrage here, hitting 1 person as usual. Of course, it's 1 counter. Crazy trying to drag like it's shut down by the sound barrier.
Definitely, but Money getting roughly 4 picks that fight, going absolutely huge for his team, and Icy helping him out. Overtime is triggered, and now they're gonna have to push in as Bean activates ult, but doesn't find anyone other than Icy. But I don't know if that's enough with how much they've lost.
Definitely, they just have a Tracer and Lucio on the point. Genji getting a pick on Cali may be able to save the point, but most likely not. Just Frizzy on point left. And he gets focused down by his wings, and he doesn't have much time to live left. Toss is coming in, trying to get his ult, but he's just getting demolished here, and that will be game.
And that's going to be the game and the series, going 2-0 for the side of Calamity. A very strong showing from them. Play of the game going to Icy for a 2nd time in a row, obviously being no one other. Right at the beginning, the 3-man boot being both supports. Going absolutely huge for his team.
Here. Another high.
Icy going huge as he gets all those kills for his team on the objective. Lijiang Tower definitely being one of their stronger maps for Icy.
I just think they probably should have gone for more of a payload map. I thought that you can't give Ice. I thought you couldn't give Ice a free reign on Ice Wall, but maybe they should have, considering it wasn't a cost map.
Definitely agreeable, but that is all we have for tonight. Thank you for everyone who's joined us for on Easter weekend. We really hope you guys have a good time, and we'll see you guys next week.